Welcome back to session 24 of Echoes of the Astral Sea. Last we left off, the party just got to Termina in Golden Space, one of Golden Space's domains of dread. And so, yeah, now they have to figure out how to get out of Termina before they get smashed by a giant moon in a couple of days.
Yeah. This is yeah. I remember doing the math for it. We're looking at about 68 hours or so.
Oh yes.
This
Yeah,
map is not
because
This map is not correct. I'm just working on it in the background. You can continue.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because I remember specifically asking about what time of day it was. Because it wasn't dawn of the first day, otherwise we'd have 72.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So we're which reasonably for Majora's Mask side quests means the only thing we really missed out on was stealing Goron Link's room. But I don't think we were gonna accomplish that because I don't think any of us is named Link. So there wouldn't be a mix-up with the reservations. Because that's actually a thing you do in the game. You can walk up at like 8 in the morning and be like,
a lot
hey.
of the tokens are in the wrong spot, but whatever. Anyways,
some of the tokens.
Some of the tokens are weirdly offset. I'll fix it later.
I see that now. But what happened was, but you could walk up and be like, hey, I'd like to stay at this inn, and then the innkeeper would be like, oh, hey, we have a reservation under your name. That's interesting. Well, welcome. Here's your room. And then like later in the day, you could see this Goron who happens to have the exact same name as you, who's just gonna be like, hey, I'm here for my reservation, and then she's gonna be like, I'm sorry, we don't have another reservation under that name. Someone already checked in under that, and he goes, what? Huh. Well, I guess I'll sleep outside then. And then his bum ass is just found. He's like, it's a nice day today. So it rains the next day.
Anyways, so yes, you find yourself in the sky. You find, well, first of all, Nilo pilots the ship down and lands outside of Clock Town.
I completely forgot until like 3 minutes ago when we got on the map that I was like, wait, where the hell is Nilo? Right, I'm at the helm.
Mm-hmm.
You're flying.
I somehow forgot that happened. So yes, I will pilot the ship down. Gingerly for a nice landing.
You set down very gingerly.
In the Termina fields. Hopefully we're not attacked by slime creatures.
Nope.
Or that effing crow that'll steal our shit.
And you hear Skirvo and Celia giving out orders about who's going to go where to find treasure, and then
obviously Mary's in on this conversation.
And then Celia turns to the four like main party members and just says, you four should take Mary with you and see if you can find us a way out of this place before that, she points up at the moon, crushes us.
Got a timer set. If you see that rotate upwards, you're gonna. That means we only have about a little less than an hour. She's pointing at the giant clock tower that seems to be in the center of the nearby town.
Yeah. Ticker rummages around through a box on the on the aft castle, and then he yells out, "Aha! There it is!" He tosses a strange bulbous clay instrument to Mary. You might need that.
Thank you. Thank God I took lessons on this in high school.
Visible confusion in the form of head tilt.
Let me see if I remember the. She's like, let me just see if I remember how it. Let me just see if I remember it properly. Let me remember out of game how it goes.
Make a performance check with Mary.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That might not be. I don't think there. Yeah, there isn't a proper performance check on her sheet. She was using
a straight charisma
an
check.
official. What?
Oh, performance is an official skill.
Oh no, there it is. Never mind. Sorry, I couldn't see it on one of the sheets I was looking at.
I'm gonna clear this.
It's right below perception, right above persuasion.
Oh yeah, you remember how to play it.
Yeah. I was trying to remember the exact reverse of that.
No, that's not the that's not the Song of Time.
Oh.
That's the Song of Healing that I just played.
Ah, okay.
No, that was the Song of Time.
It was?
Or, hang on.
Whichever it was.
Was it reversed?
No, that was the Song of Healing.
Are we
Sorry.
about to be in some bad creepypasta?
No, the reversed Song of Time slows down time.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I was out of game, literally trying to remember how the actual song itself goes, because I know exactly how to play it.
Yeah, this ocarina does not actually control time, so
yeah, no,
it is still magic. It is still magic. It just doesn't control time.
Yeah, no. We got Saria's ocarina. The one that Link just sort of bum ass throws away, apparently. Like, I can't think of a single thing in any other media that actually implies what the heck actually happened to that thing. As far as we know, Link just went, "Ooh, blue one," and tossed the one that was from his best friend away.
Anyways, yes, you have your mission.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, well, I already got a bunch of people set out trying to find some. Well, I already got a bunch of people trying to set out trying to find those temples. Hopefully, they should be able to deal with those. Hopefully, they should be able to deal with those with the monsters within, which should awaken the four giants. Probably need to. I'll need to remember to play that. I just need to remember how that stupid song goes. And oh right, she's gonna walk somewhere and grab a and grab clearly something that's meant to be electric, and then hand it to Bruce. It's like, when you find the giant fish at the bottom of the temple, use this against it, because Georg is a fucking asshole. Oh, right. Make sure some of these guys have stuff to see invisible things. There's a lot more of that around here than you'd think. The guys going up north are going to have a real bad time with some winds. They also need to learn a lullaby. This is going to be so damn funny playing Mary, because half of what she says doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but she is going. But yeah, you all need to figure out how to get out of this place.
All right.
Oh,
well, okay. First order of business is we should probably hit up Clock Town. That's that place over there. And we'll see if we can dig up any extra information. Hopefully, things I don't already know about. Failing that, if we don't find any leads that way, we'll go south. We might go south. Well, southwest-ish. We'll need bombs to go that way. They sell powder kegs in Clocktown.
How's everyone else reacting to Mary?
Nilo thought, for the longest time, Nilo thought Mary was the sensible one. Now she's not sure.
Buttons just deadpan. I have no idea what's going on, but she clearly does, so she's clearly in charge. Let's get going before the moon crashes us.
Yeah, I mean, frickin'. I think it's even more worrying that it's like, how many more times has this happened before that Skirvo seems to be taking her at her word here? like, it's kind of alarming how much Skirvo trusts her. It's like, well, she hasn't led us astray before. Go shove a princess in a jar. If Mary says that's what we need to do, that's what we're doing.
But it has to be a jar, not a bucket. It won't work if it's a bucket.
What do you mean by this?
I don't know.
So yeah, I guess we'll head to Clocktown. Oh, yeah. Try not to. Oh, and by the way, Amiria, you might need to tone down on. She just kind of gestures towards your friends. Undead monsters aren't exactly kosher?
Kosher.
Is there anywhere where they are?
Ikana Valley to the east.
I was not expecting you to actually give me a real answer.
You know, in most other circumstances, I wouldn't have. What?
Well, lead on.
Yes.
You're the only one here who actually knows where we're going.
All right. You start heading through the field outside of Clocktown.
If I had a nickel for every time that was the case. God, it's kind of like the funny thing is this is super surreal for Mary too.
There's some pretty tall grass in the field, like it comes up to like your knees or so.
Yeah.
As you're just walking through.
Mary's gonna kind of stop, think for a second. Checks her watch. We could afford a couple if it works. Worst case, I just look crazy, which I already do.
Problem.
Yeah. Why don't you go chop at some of that grass? I just want to check something.
Chop the grass. I'm pulling out my sword. Check the blade. Shrug.
She's clearly watching intently.
You briefly hear him mutter, "Don't question the lunatic." Argue with crazy people never gets anywhere.
You hear her briefly mutter, "There's no way. There's no way."
Briefly just swings it at the grass in like a hacking motion. Like
yeah, you cut through some of the grass. There is now a green crystal the size of your fist sitting on the ground there.
Holy shit! That worked.
My head doesn't fall on top of me. Like, where did that come from?
Mary's gonna.
I bend down and pick it up, and I'm like,
yeah. Holy shit! I can't believe that worked.
In a world of peaches, my boy, don't ask for apples.
Where did this come from?
Something about little folk with friendly. I don't know. It was one of the Game Boy ones. I never played it.
You're no help at all.
Game Boy.
We need this.
Game Boy.
Well, this place was considered mythical for a reason, and the fact that something that... Let me take a look at that. That's
Hold
I
up. Who is
tossed
this
it to-
Game Boy?
Is that another
yeah,
word
I
for
tossed it
jester?
to Mary.
something that'll get...
Yes.
Too much to go into right now, and we kind of don't have time for one of you to have another meltdown, so we're just gonna move past it for now.
A piece of technology.
We will find out what this Game Boy is.
This boy of game.
Yeah, I tossed the
Exactly.
gemstone to Mary.
Yeah, she's gonna
Mary.
like look it
It's
over.
a
I
quote
suppose
light
trying
toss.
to
Very
assess.
light toss for a Spartan.
Yeah, she's not very good at assessing value, but she's just gonna kind of give it a once over with just like, yeah, in some places this would be fairly valuable. And the fact that that's actually a real thing and not a gameplay mechanic, no fucking wonder Golden Space is so highly valued.
That's
Cool.
a real gemstone, I take it.
Well, I'm not much of an appraiser, but it's well, I mean, look at it. How is it not valuable? And then she just kind of looks at you again and then goes, never mind, you wouldn't know.
I mean, of use to us.
Might be.
Valuable gemstones.
You know what? It
Are kind
actually
of
might be more
useless.
prudent to collect more. You know what?
When-
If we need to buy explosives around here, it'd be more prudent to collect more of these. This is the local currency.
Of course it is. Does anyone have a
Seems
bomb?
like a terrible form of
Does that work?
conducting currency.
Like,
Anyone have a grenade? It'd probably be more efficient than hacking at the grass with a sword.
What type
This is
of
a
grenade
helicopter
do you
blade,
need?
not a lawnmower.
you actually hear Mary mutter, "Does that work?" I mean, alternatively, that stupid crow is here.
What?
You know, there's a crow outside the woods. I think it tries to steal stuff, so it might have more money on it.
So
we
we're
just-
talking.
I sheath the sword and grab the shotgun. You distinctly hear that classic click click.
Yep.
Well,
you
I
pump
guess
it.
we're going bird hunting.
Yes. I actually, out of game, genuinely don't remember how much money that stupid
The
bird
grass.
gives you.
I don't know. Let me look at
I
it.
remember he gives you a lot
For
more
going on a
because
side
it's a reward
quest.
for not having your stuff stolen.
Hmm.
But yeah, I suppose we're gonna go shoot a crow.
Yeah, to curry.
What?
Okay. So yeah, you find the crow without too much difficulty. It's a crow, so
Yeah.
Bradley shoots it. Wow. I mean, you have Mary with you, so you find it without any difficulty, and it's a crow, so yeah.
Yeah. No, there's no really need to do any rolls, I suppose.
Yep. It drops another one of those gemstones, and this one is bright gold.
Pick it up.
I think
Does
we're
it
good.
weigh like I'm expecting it to be if it was a solid chunk of actual gold, not like a gemstone?
No, it weighs like a gemstone.
Okay. Yeah. You pick it up and you see me almost like smack myself in the face with it. You know the way you do when you go to pick something up, you're expecting to be heavy. And
Yeah.
it's not.
She goes,
And I'm like,
so it's not gold.
no.
Interesting.
That's what I was expecting.
How dense is corundum?
I
don't know.
Density
Where's it on the periodic table?
of
I don't know enough about metals.
Corundum is the kind
4
of
grams per
gemstone.
cubic centimeter.
Yeah, corundum is the kind of gemstone that a rupee is.
Ah.
So it's 4 times heavier than water.
Effectively, it weighs as much as you'd expect a ruby of that size to weigh.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
But it's basically 12, 13 grams per cubic
Interesting.
centimeter lighter than gold.
Yeah, it is a gold sapphire. That's what it is.
Ah.
So. Interesting. Well, that should be more than enough for a lot of things. If I remember the
Uh-huh.
exchange rates right.
I tossed the gold gemstone to
Yes.
Mary.
Mary's obviously gonna fumble it. She's not athletic.
Also, it was tossed like a very hard football toss, but it was just a
Did I
casual
stutter?
like flick of the wrist from the super soldier. It like hits you in the gut and it like knocks the air out briefly.
Yeah. Did I stutter? Mary fumbles it. Right. To the town then. Let's try to make it quick.
Well, I mean, we're already here.
No, we actually had to go just, I believe, south of the town. To
It
get
says
the...
it says near the entrance to Milk Road.
Yeah. Yeah, so... Yeah, that's south, so... Yeah.
Well,
To the
if we're
south.
already...
It's to the south.
I believe the south... I believe the south entrance is the one that leads directly to...
It's to the southwest that you went.
Okay.
Alright. Well, we're already here, so I guess, Stud Muffin, why don't you just cut some more grass for us while we're on our way back?
You can't see it because of the polarized visor, but he has definitely got that raised eyebrow, like really kind of expression.
I mean,
I proceed
Vhagar
to look
help.
at Mary and like, do we need any more?
Not necessarily. Let me just out of game look something up real quick. It's
worth
I'm only
it's
thinking-
worth 200.
Oh, the powder keg?
No, the gold rupee is worth 200. I don't know how much the powder kegs are.
Yeah, that's what I was about to look up. Let me
Okay.
look that up.
Wait, couldn't we just get a powder keg back from the Duchess?
Yes, we could. But it was also the priciest item in the game, so it's to my immediate knowledge. So if we have enough to purchase that, we're going to have enough to purchase just about anything else in the city we're after. So.
Well, yes, but we could have more.
The rest of the ship is gathering treasure, so if you're worried about like not having enough money or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the original it was it was 100. So yeah, we're well within compliance for that stupid thing. So no, we should be good. Although apparently it's only worth 20 in the remake, which I call horse shit.
I just look at a mirror and
Mary doesn't know about the remake, so
with my right hand, I reach over to my left arm and pull one of my combat daggers out of its sheath that's embedded in the pauldron. I pull it out and I flip it around, so I'm holding it blade, and I just hand it handle side front to Emiria, like, have at it.
Oh, I wouldn't be doing it. I get my hands all dirty. That's not something.
On the way back, you get 7 rupees worth.
Ooh, 7
all right.
Let's say one
So,
blue
like,
and two.
one
Let's say
blue-
one blue and 2 greens.
Yay.
Also, as you chop one bit of grass, you see a heart pop out, like a little cartoon red heart, not an anatomical heart.
Yeah, Mary's actually gonna pause at
turtle's
that.
heart.
What
Okay,
is
I know
that?
what it does in. Okay, I know what it does in the other, but she's gonna pick it up.
It puffs out of existence. Mary feels slightly healthier.
She's just gonna be like,
what just happened?
Honestly, I'm terrified. Let's move on.
What did that do?
No effing way that did what I think it did.
Spit it out, woman. Put your maniacal.
No,
Is
I
it like a
refuse.
health potion?
No, I refuse to believe that they straight up revived. It's like Excuse Mary while she tries to deliberately believe she's not currently living in an effing video game.
Yeah, Termina is
yeah.
a domain of dread. It doesn't have to abide by your rules.
No, exactly.
But yeah, you get into
That being
Clocktown.
said,
Yeah.
I wonder if somebody's as she goes in, as they come in. I wonder if somebody's looking through. I wonder if somebody looked through a telescope at the tower, and then like clearly a meteor of some kind crashes nearby. There it is. Just why not? It's not like I genuinely don't remember how a game with the moon's tier does, but
I think
it seems treasure enough.
I think it's just a quest item.
Yeah, I think it is. But it's also just funny to imagine that she just mentioned something about an observatory, and then there's just a goddamn meteor crash.
But yes, you get into Clocktown and you wander around for a bit, and there appears to be people setting up for a festival. There's a dog running around into the central square.
I am not Deku Scrub enough for it to be racist.
What?
What?
Don't worry about it.
And as you're walking through, you're walking through like a narrow side street. When behind you hear a sound.
Mary's gonna draw her gun.
Oh,
They
good
Mary draw her
God.
gun, I draw the shotgun.
Yeah, she's just like, she's gonna turn around.
You see a lanky man wearing an oversized backpack that is covered in masks. He has a very unsettling smile.
Jesus, you're creepier in real life.
I would like everyone to make me a wisdom religion check.
Yes.
The-
I'll get one for, I'll do Nilo's first, and then I'll do Mary's.
Wait, a wisdom or religion?
A wisdom religion check. So a wisdom check, and if you have proficiency with religion, you get to add your proficiency bonus.
All right,
That's
wisdom, religion.
actually better than normal religion check.
Well, no, it's just my straight up religion check would have been a lot better.
Yeah, but this is
okay.
wisdom religion.
13.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
this
so it's plus
The
2.
difficulty thing.
that one's for Nilo,
Okay, Nilo knows it.
And
and
then
this one
current-
This is
is
an ability check, so I can add my
really.
strength
Mary didn't
mod
have a proficiency in religion. That's surprising.
20
because of the
plus-
funky magic jar thing. I can add my strength
Is it
mod. This is a
proficiency
wisdom
plus
check.
3 or plus 4 at the moment?
Wait, I might have rolled
I got
Nilo a little low.
plus
Oh,
4 because strong.
Well, I'm trying to look at current
That's
Mary
Mary.
also succeeds.
What's
I'm surprised she didn't have a religion, considering
Okay,
her
your
religion is a plus
proficiency
7.
bonus should be plus 3 right now.
Alright, so I have a plus 5.
Sorry, that was kind of
Yeah,
a confusing way of doing it. Okay, Nilo and Mary are the only two people who figure this out, but this man is not what he appears to be. You have no idea what he is, but he definitely isn't human.
Yeah. But bear in mind, Nilo or not Nilo, Mary 100% did just say, "Jesus, you're creepier in real life."
Mm-hmm. He smiles. He keeps smiling at you and just says, "You're not supposed to be here."
You wouldn't be the
No.
first to say that in the last week.
Understatement of the last century.
Tell us something we don't know.
It hasn't been that long.
I
Took you that long to figure it out.
expect that you're trying to leave before that before that thing in the sky crushes you all.
Yeah, getting
Yeah.
crushed is not on my list of to-dos
Listen.
today.
What, do you want the mask or something?
Not presently. 5 other masks were stolen from me. I can get you out if you find them. And you know how, and I think you know how to find them.
Alright, what's the catch? There's
don't-
always a catch to these
I-
things.
For
I'm not
once,
gonna like you. Which
I
one?
agree with
Which
you.
ones are you looking for?
He starts counting on his fingers, like kind of under his breath, like he's counting up the masks that he has, and you notice that more fingers just start appearing on the hand that he's counting with as he
As
needs
long as he
them.
didn't spontaneously spawn an organ out of nowhere.
and then,
That's not
and then
serving in the
and
slightest.
then he just says, let's see, it's the Blast Mask, the Don Garro's Mask, the Camaro's Mask, the Romani's Mask, and the All Night Mask.
Oh God.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Mary
so
just kind of goes, "Damn it, that last one would have been a nice gift for Skirvo." It's like Neela's just gonna kind of like glance at Mary, and she goes, "What? What? Man could always use more torture devices."
Do we even want to know?
I mean, it does exactly what it says on the tin.
The creepy man the creepy man with the backpack just says, "Tick tock, the time is running out," and then your vision goes
what?
dark for a moment, and when it returns, the man is gone.
Yep.
Wait,
That is.
what do they even look like? How are we supposed to find something we don't know what it is?
I know exactly what they all look like.
Well,
that
Let me
man
just
human? General question: is that man human?
see.
not.
You know,
Let's see.
I
The
think he
blast.
might be a witch.
Oh, whatever he wasn't human.
Okay,
Which
so then we could kill him.
honestly doesn't surprise me. That enigmatic fuckwit. You know what? First order. Let me look up all those masks real quick on my own personal wiki because
I can tell
thanks to
you.
Mary, I am totally allowed to have those tabs
Yes,
open.
I can tell you. The
What?
blast mask you get from the thief that has the bomb bag. You give the
I
bomb
remember the
bag
blast
back.
mask.
Yeah,
It's
you
the
give the
other.
bomb
It's the
bag
all
back.
night mask.
The all night mask is sold by the Curiosity Shop on the last night for 500 rupees.
Yes. Yes.
The Romani's
Right,
mask,
yeah.
you have to defend the ranch from the aliens, and then you also have to
I'm
defend
well
the
aware of that one.
Yep. Okay. The Don Garro's mask, you have to go get a You have
All
to
the
go. You no, you have to
no,
you
not
have
all.
to go get you have to go get a rock roast from
Oh yes,
from a
that's right.
chandelier.
That's
Yep.
right.
And
I
then
remember that.
Camaro is the creepy dancing dude.
Yes, I remember exactly how to get that one. I was actually making a joke about that very mask earlier.
All right.
So, which is hilarious because I want to point out that that mask is absolutely perfect for Emiria.
All right.
It looks like it when you wear it. It looks like it removes. It looks like you have no face, save for someone else's head just sewn to the top.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, Anyways, well, first off, I just need to. So you said, one sec. Masks. I'm just going to. I'm just pulling up a list of all the masks so that I can.
I love that I'm allowed to just tell you to get these masks because Mary is there, so she just knows how to get them.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I assume in the game it's actually much more subtle.
What
Uh,
is?
Have them ready and get them.
Well, to get the masks, the quest is not
and
go
get-
get mask X. It's much more subtle.
Oh yeah. The Happy Mask salesman does not do this at all in the games.
Uh,
Like, I mean, he kind of does. He wants you to get
No.
Majora's mask, but
His main thing is his main thing is someone stole Majora's mask and he's trying to get that thing back and then bounce before the moon falls.
The moon is watching.
or at least that's what he tells you.
That's his claim.
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Although it's worth pointing out when you do give it back to him, he seems almost disappointed that the evil is gone from the mask.
I'll be honest with you all.
And then he just sort of walks away and vanishes. I don't like that
Yes.
guy.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you all about what's going on here. That guy is one of the dark powers that be.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bradley talking about wanting to kill him. That ain't gonna happen.
No, I wasn't talking
Oh
about.
no, that wasn't
Oh,
Bradley.
no,
that was Vagar.
that was Vagar.
Oh, that was Vagar.
Yeah, you know, because
That
we
was
were
Vagar.
talking
Yeah.
about
Vagar talking about wanting to be able to kill him.
Wait.
Sorry, I mixed you two up. Yeah, Vagar talking about wanting to be able to kill him. That ain't gonna happen. That would be like trying to kill the luminous being.
Yeah, it is worth pointing out he doesn't even get harmed when in the Majora's Mask manga when the fierce deity takes a swing at him,
Mm-hmm.
which is that is alarming.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it's shown that the fierce deity wasn't taking a serious swing at him, but even still, that is not something you want swinging anywhere near you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
But anyhow. I'm just looking up to see which ones are required morning of the first day. Because I know quite a few of them are only available at night. The Kamara's Mask and Blast Mask we can only obtain.
Come to think of it, I think all of them except the Don Garrow's mask are only available at night.
Yeah. So, screw it. We're gonna get. Mary's gonna do some math on that quick, and then she's just gonna be like, tell you what. After encountering Smiles, there, why don't we take a brief. Everything he wants isn't going to be available till later today anyways, so let me just double check. I'm pretty sure the Romani quest is
Yeah, it's not till the first night.
night.
Yeah, it's first night for the battle with the aliens, and then the cart thing is on the second day.
Those are first night. Blast Mask and yeah.
Yes, I'm allowed to. I found out I was like, ooh, the all night mask isn't available until like right before the end of the game. I can force them to stay way later than they want
Listen,
to.
I kind of want it to stay anyway. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. It's like, listen, if they pull through on their stupid. Listen, if they pull through on the temples thing, let's take some initiative and go ahead and do some. You know what? Follow me. We're gonna head to an area in Clocktown, if I remember correctly. The map. It should be the northeast.
Okay.
It's just the entire east wing of Clocktown.
Okay.
Come to think of it. Around there should be a ferry. like a fairy fragment just flying around.
Okay.
They're gonna pick that up and then go to the fairy fountain in the back and get the Great Fairy Mask.
Okay.
Which
Why?
is creepy as hell.
Why are we getting the Great Fairy Mask exactly?
Why are we?
Just to have it.
Money out
Okay.
in the field.
Just to have it. We're getting treasures.
Okay. Okay.
What is that and what does it do?
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like most of us would be more disturbed at the unsettlingly beautiful woman we encountered a minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
With that god-awful laugh.
Mm-hmm. I did not prepare the soundbite for that.
No, that's all right. But yeah.
And yes,
like,
that was why I was excited about about Foundry having the support for it.
soundboards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was so I could do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm?
You were telling me to get the Majora's Mask laugh, and I was like, which ones are you talking about? Because when you say Majora's Mask, I was like, it only has 2 laughs.
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm like, oh, that makes much more sense. You should have just told me it was the salesman's laugh.
I just said I need to get that laugh, don't I, or something like that.
Yeah. But either way, so with that thing in hand, and we can now look like fairies, or at least one of us can look like a fairy, I suppose. Now the important thing is to let me see. I need to double check all these quests on my own terms here. Just I want to double check myself into thinking it was a second night thing. It'd be easier if I just stop trying to look at the quest itself and just look at Romani. That would be the simplest way to do that. That would be the exact simplest way to do.
Anyways,
Oh, well, there we go. That's yeah. Go ahead and continue some other stuff while I go through this.
Yeah, you wait in Clocktown on Mary's insistence.
Yeah. Hang on. Okay. 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 I now have. I am gaining something of a game plan. I just need to double check the blast mask specifically.
It's the first night. I looked this up before the session, Joey. I know. It is the first night. You have to catch
No, yeah, but I mean, like, what time?
It's midnight.
Okay. You know what? All right, I have a game plan. I have a game plan on how we do this.
Yeah, you wait in Clocktown until the afternoon as Mary is like trying to figure something out.
Drawing up plans.
Mm-hmm.
She's drawing up a plan because there's specific time frames for all this stuff. Because as she puts it, you can't expect every person to just be waiting around for some random guy to show up with a specific thing they need. They have lives, you know. So, yeah. So anyways, I have a game plan, and it's honestly kind of funny because to get the blast mask, we really don't all need to be there. We just need one person here to take down a bandit and help an old lady. Realistically, we could have that be Legion.
Except Legion's accuracy is spit.
This is spotty at best.
Legion doesn't want to shoot
Well,
him
he doesn't
anyway.
need to shoot.
Oh, true. Well, you said take down a
Mary,
bandit. I was
so
picturing
while they're
shoot
giving
the bandit.
So, yeah, while they're giving the game plan, Mary's specifically like, now make sure to not shoot him. He will be carrying bombs. And you specifically do not want to set off any of that because he's carrying stock that a nice little old lady's trying to get back to her son. Cue some dialogue about transporting high-yield explosives during the night, but ultimately compliance. Okay. The rest of us should start making way towards Milk Road.
And where
It'll be better to try to talk to the. It'll be better to try to talk to the kid, and maybe while we're there, we'll see if we can't get. We'll see if we can't figure out a way to get some of that stuff for the captain.
Sounds good.
We'll lead on.
Want to try some of that milk anyway. So, yeah. So I suppose we're leaving Legion in Clocktown.
Okay.
Because his thing is, technically he's, because technically the blast mask needs to get taken care of while 2 hours before the Romani thing.
Okay.
And we need to talk to. Yeah.
In that case, we'll just jump ahead to Legion real quick then.
Okay,
Legion,
yeah, because
doing that.
and then we'll jump back to when we arrive in the ranch because we got to talk to the kid and stuff.
So Legion, you see, Legion sees a guy snatch a bag from an old lady and start running away. I need Legion to make me his choice of an athletics check, an acrobatics check, or an endurance check.
Let's see. Acrobatics, athletics, or endurance? I'm going to go with athletics, because it appears to be a +6. And frankly, despite this being my plan, I don't trust Legion.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. Legion did fine.
Yeah, the guy goes to run past Legion. Legion just grabs him by the neck and slams him into the ground like K-Series security droid style.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Retrieve the bag. Legion retrieves the bag and we'll return it to and we'll go assist the old lady who's on the floor.
Yes, the old lady thanks Legion and hands him a circular mask that is black and has a skull painted on it.
God, it's such a terrifying mask.
Let me guess.
Not
it just
because of its
spontaneously
appearance.
summons
God, no.
bombs for you to throw at people.
You'll see. We're gonna wait until Mary sees it to let you know what this thing does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but based on the name.
You'll see, Brad. You'll see.
You'll find out. You'll find out. So
you'll see.
Yeah. Help the little old lady. Yeah. So Legion helps the little old lady, and will now begin his march towards Romani Ranch, where he was given, where he probably has tracking coordinates for Nilo.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you we'll cut back to the party now as you arrive at a humble ranch. You see a small barn next to a house.
A big boulder, but
you see a small barn next to a house. You see some trees. Some fat cows are grazing in the grass.
Country air. Nothing quite like the country air. The smell of animals, little girls practicing shooting aliens, and the constant threat of death hanging above your head. She looks up at the fucking moon again.
You speak
I
as if that
forget.
is
I
our
forget
regular
what. I
daily
forget
life.
I forget what Romani is actually doing when you get there.
Oh, she is. She's practicing for them.
Yeah. Okay. You see a. You do see a little girl practicing with a bow and arrow.
Yeah, shooting at balloons. Just like. Anyways, we should go. We should go talk to the people who own this ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is just surreal.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow. So, who are we talking to first? The little girl playing in the field, or are we going to try to talk to someone more authoritative? Mary
More
knows what the
authoritative.
correct option is, but we got like
Well,
5 hours until game time, so.
Well, also, I don't think you told the rest of us why we're even going to this
Yeah.
ranch.
Yeah.
We're just
She mentioned
literally.
something about She mentioned something about one of the masks needing to be got here.
Okay, so then all we know is, okay, we're here. Looks at you. Now what do we do?
Is it from
It's
the kid?
honestly
Do we need to
really
beat up the
funny
kid?
imagining this whole.
Yeah.
What? No.
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
Child?
I'm just
No,
wondering. It's a
there's-
genuine question.
Look, you're sitting over here talking about Game Boys, and I don't know what that is.
We don't know.
I haven't talked about that since frickin'. I haven't mentioned that in 4 or 5 hours.
We're still wondering. Is it a guesser of some sort? What is this boy of game?
Yes.
It's a device
Who is this boy of
that
games?
plays.
A
I
device.
was right.
It's a
It
device
is
that plays
archaic
games.
technology.
It's just a device that lets you play like checkers. It's nothing serious.
So it's like Auto or something?
Sure.
So you're playing with a invisible person.
Ah,
Yeah, we'll go with that.
another one of those Ghost in the Machine things that they keep talking about. These
More than likely, it
computers.
seems like
We
yes.
we should probably get a move on.
Yes. Before we lose what's left of our sanity.
I'm inclined to agree. Oh, trust me, if I wanted to break both of you, I would.
I have no doubt about that. Not in the slightest.
Oh yeah, Mary totally knows that they're both from video game worlds.
Yeah, exactly. like I said, she's like, if I wanted to break both of you, I would. Like there is absolutely zero doubt in her eyes about that.
The ironic thing is, there's a possibility that said game's the opposite game exists in both of our worlds just centuries earlier.
Okay, I'm gonna say that totally is a thing.
Yeah. Probably. It's honestly funny.
Like
Anyways.
Mass Effect exists in the Halo universe, and Halo exists in the Mass Effect universe.
And Mass Effect's
I
a lot
was also
closer to
totally
when the
imagining
Halo games
somewhere
have been released.
Anyways,
and then,
back
And Halo
and then
to
in
Mass
the,
time
Effect is
space,
like
I'm over here
500 years
playing
old.
Mary.
back to it.
Yeah, so
Anywho,
no, just okay, go. You know what, we're gonna just talk to the kid, and then we're gonna talk to her older sister. Sound good?
I
Sound
gesture
good?
with a hand
Boss
forwards.
over here.
You're the only one here who actually knows what's going on.
I'm.
Lead the way.
We're gonna head on the way towards the ranch, towards them folks.
Hmm.
I actually genuinely don't remember where Cremia's usually is at this time.
I don't either.
Yeah, I'll look
I'm looking.
her up
She is in a place.
real quick. whole schedule should
with things.
be
doing other things.
there it is. There's. I had her open.
It's a bit strange for us to just like go out here and start talking to children.
It probably would be strange. But that'd be strange anywhere.
Well, she's probably just she's tending to one of the cows right now in the barn.
Yeah, she's tending to one of
That's
the
where
cows in
she
the
is.
barn. There we go.
Yep. Yeah. Second day, she's inside or outside. She's either in the barn or in the house, depending on how tonight goes. So we're gonna go talk to the kid.
Yes. Ask them if they want.
This is where we're gonna start breaking canon.
As we usually do.
All right. So yeah. We approach Child. What does Child do?
Yes, a group of adults approaches.
Child is still practicing shooting a bow at the balloons. Despite her size and apparent age, she seems quite skilled with a bow, actually.
What is she doing? What, and sound completely insane? I'm keeping my lips sealed. Nilo's gonna look at Mary, realize Mary is just gonna stop helping for the moment. Because what we have to do here is very straightforward, and she doesn't want to just be... And she's trying not to be the drag everybody by the ear kind of leader. So, just gonna kind of shrug and go. Hello.
Yeah.
Romani occasionally talks in third person.
Yes, I know. I found her exact quote. She looks up to you and just says, "Hi."
What are you up to?
I've actually found her exact quote that she says here, so I'm going to read it out. Okay? Just so you know, Joey. Romani was practicing for tonight. Tonight they are coming. They come at night every year when the carnival gets closer. They come riding in a bright, shining ball, and many of them come down to the barn. My older sister won't believe me, but Romani must protect the cows.
Nilo's just gonna look back at Mary. Mary's just gonna kind of give a gesture, like, keep going. So,
who is coming?
Them.
They're coming.
Yes, you said that. Who are them?
Are they like an evil them?
I'm not sure she knows what they are.
I don't think that they would be good if he was going to shoot at them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you typically don't shoot arrows at people you like.
Maybe they're...
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. You know, it just occurred to me, absolutely no one in this party would think about aliens abducting cows.
No, and then the people who have experience with aliens would be more worried about said aliens going on mass murdering spree than abducting cattle.
Okay, here's our stance on the idea of aliens abducting cows. One of us is, what are aliens? Another one is kind of a oh what oh is that all they want? The another one is kill them before they kill us, and then
Yep.
the last one is an alien.
there are aliens in the Witcher universe that are known.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was either the humans or the elves that were the aliens.
Ah,
Yeah. So
Not
yeah,
It was,
clear.
because I was
it's the humans that are the aliens.
the humans are the okay, yeah, because at the beginning
They were the
Vagar was supposed to be
monsters
like
this
a
time.
conspiracy theorist about aliens, and then I looked more into it, and there are aliens. So
that's
Mm.
funny.
That is an
That would have been
interesting
funny.
take on
There are
aliens.
aliens. There are aliens among us. I'm the aliens. Like, that's
pretty
one
much,
hell of,
yeah.
that would have been one funny ass twist.
Anyways,
So you
Why
want
would you know what?
looks
I'm
at
not gonna
Mary
get mad
again,
at
who's
him.
not saying a damn word. Because honestly, part of the reason Mary's doing this is because she knows she can make a situation worse if she goes loose lips in this situation. So she's deliberately letting people who don't know what's happening handle it.
So
Would you
you need
like some help
help
with
shooting
these
aliens who
people?
keep livestock
We don't know what they are yet.
from running away.
You want does Romani respond to their questions?
sure.
Anna?
They usually show up around 2. I'll wait for you in the barn. Don't be late.
Checking my HUD chronometer that I would have probably synced when we were at the clock tower in Clocktown. What time
Mary
is
knows how to actually. You probably had to have help from Mary because the clock tower doesn't work the way you think it does.
Oh, it's not just an analog clock? Okay.
It is an analog clock, but the way its hands work is not what you'd be familiar with.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it's just a giant clock tower,
Let me pull up a picture of the clock tower for chat, and you'll see what I mean.
Hopefully, I don't need to type anything.
But to answer your question, the sun is starting to go down. It's a few hours until 2.
Okay.
Does
Don't
it
see any
crack
reason
outside?
not to spend a little bit of time talking to Cremia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, technically it's not from the actual game, but it's an image that'll give you an idea of what it looks like.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
The middle disc spins and the outer disc spins.
okay. It was like, well, I mean, yeah, it doesn't have numbers, and
Yeah.
it looks like it's got half as many. No.
Yeah, it's an odd clock. Anyways,
it looks like it's got the same number of dots positions. So in theory, you could still have regular hands move around it for normal time.
Yes, it's just the way it shows. It's just the way it shows how the time works is not the way you'd be immediately familiar with.
Okay.
Anyways,
Anyways,
like I said, the entire middle section spins to show the hour. And then the outer section spins to show the minutes.
All right.
The brown part.
Anyways,
we got time to waste.
Anyways, yeah. So go talk to. Yes.
Asking DM.
Oh, what are you doing?
Is there grass that can be cut?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go farming for gems, I think.
I'm not
going to do it. That's what the minions are doing.
You get 20 more rupees worth.
Yes.
All right. I am going to go talk. Milo is going to go talk to who seems to be proprietor of the barn and probably just now realizes how dire this farm situation is. There's like 3 or 4 cows here.
Was that a lot of cows or a little bit of cows?
That's a little bit.
For a business like this, that's probably not a lot, especially
Like, it all
considering
depends on scale
and how much effort.
Do you want it
game
role played, or
devs
do you want
put
me to just hand wave it?
We'll just hand
Also,
wave
what
it.
time of
I
season
don't.
Okay. Okay. Long story short, even though this particular farm produces some really popular milk called Chateau Romani, someone is harassing their cattle. That, and apparently
Probably.
once a year, one of their cows goes missing, and Cremia is just not sure why it keeps happening. And
Only
also,
one
she
cow
has to
once a
deal with
year?
the fact that her dad died not that long ago, and her mother before that. So, yeah, it's literally just her and her little sister running this place now.
Fun.
Yeah, no, honestly, Romani Ranch's story is frickin' depressing.
Mhm.
And just a little side note that we probably aren't going to find out about, because you have to have a mask we don't have at the moment to get it. She fell in love with someone in Clocktown, but that guy's getting married to one of her friends.
Oof.
Yeah,
That's
she's not
grinder.
having a good time. She still attends the wedding though.
Anyways,
Good sport.
You know, assuming they live.
what would the rest of you want to do while you're waiting? While you're just waiting.
Okay.
I'm just gonna watch Amiria's minions just whacking weeds.
I don't
With
know
my
how
knife.
long it would take for Nilo to get all that information.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say Nilo talks to Cremia until it's time.
All right.
Making small talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, are there flowers around? I haven't played this game in a hot minute, so I do not remember.
Probably.
Possibly.
Okay, then he is-
probably,
There
yes,
is a dog racetrack.
There are probably wildflowers that are just like they weren't there in the game because it's an N64 game.
Yeah.
Worst
Okay,
case
yeah,
scenario,
so-
there is a dog racetrack you could spend money at.
Yeah, but
He
you need
doesn't wanna
every rupee you can get.
Yep.
You have to spend
So-
500 rupees at the end of this.
Yep.
So while
We have
Faker is
220.
watching the minions go chopping, he is going to start picking wildflowers.
Okay.
Has Mary told us that we need 500 rupees for the one mask?
More than likely.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Help.
How efficient are the minions being?
Not particularly.
Okay, I just let out a sigh, pull out my broken helicopter blade of a sword, and give the grass a much heartier whack.
About midnight, Nilo will get her update that Legion retrieved the blast mask.
You get another 29 rupees.
All right. Who's recording this?
Let's see. We got 7, then we got 20, and then we got 29.
Yep.
And
And
the 200.
And then the gold one's worth 200, and then the original
And then
green
the
one. How much
extra
is the
one.
original green one?
A green
Worth?
rupee is worth 1.
1. Okay.
The loneliest number.
No, I'll do that later. I'll do that later. It's too good.
Oh, can someone else type this? I have just realized that I have taken off all of the keys on my keyboard so that I may clean it.
This seems like an odd time to be doing that.
Yeah, so how much was it? It was 29 plus...
29
Well, this
plus
has just
20
been-
plus 7.
Alright,
Yeah.
plus 1 plus
Plus
200.
1
Well,
plus
this has just
200.
been talking.
Okay.
And if I need to type in a number, it's
Well, you're about to get into combat.
Yeah.
No, I still have my numpad.
Okay.
There we
Okay.
go.
How you gonna do /R though? You don't have an R key.
Okay, well, I've already cleaned off that, so
Unless
actually,
you already
we'll
have
just...
them saved all as the macros at the bottom, and you can just click them with the mouse.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just did that.
Yeah. I
Okay.
just
But
thought
if
of
you
I
do-
thought the whole time, by the way, Mary was simultaneously coming up with a game plan for the second day,
Mhm.
as well as what is it, the as well as coordinating treasure collecting with some of the other crewmen's, which is where we would hear something weird like I don't know, just shove the princess in a bottle or something. I'll just say that's what Mary's doing the whole time.
Okay.
I have a
So
game plan for tomorrow, and it's so damn funny.
the time approaches two, and you.
Yeah.
I don't actually know what this looks like, but
What?
you do see Romani go into the barn along with most of the cows. One of the
Yeah.
cows stays out by the water trough, and when you try to move it into the barn, it just moves indignantly at you.
All right.
If only we had a druid that could just tell it, go in the barns for your own
Yeah.
safety.
Wait,
This
for
is
Bradley, you could just pick it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Could I pick up a cow?
Bradley's strong. He's not that strong.
I don't
cows
think
weigh
I
like a ton.
It's like
Okay.
I don't think even with Spartan strength I can just
But
deadlift
with the help
4,000 pounds.
of...
Yeah, can
No.
Vagar help?
The cow is indignantly not moving.
What if
Yeah.
I push the cow?
What if we just slap its ass?
That
Yeah.
sounds like a good way to get kicked.
Yeah, that does sound
No,
like
no,
a
no,
good
no,
Yeah.
What if I go werewolf
Anyways.
Unka Bunka mode and just scare it into the bar?
Perhaps
Anyways,
I should.
I don't think that'll be as effective.
you see a bright sphere descend down to the land, and you see something come out of it. Well, a group of somethings.
Small things, medium things, big things, huge things.
About a little slightly larger than most humans.
Mm-hmm.
So my size.
Yeah.
Lovely.
They are creepy
Worst.
looking.
Mm-hmm. You don't get a good look at any of them though. It's
Not
dark.
yet,
and-
anyway.
Yeah, it's dark and they're far away.
Yeah.
So if I'm correct,
I'm
you
gonna
should be
pull up
able to
something
see.
on
You
my
should
end.
be able to see the whole map, but you shouldn't be able to
Yeah,
see
what
anything else. Anything like
is-
on the map.
If the whole map is a circle, then yes.
Hmm.
Because I
Alright.
can see to
Yeah, I can
here-ish.
see the cow.
Okay, the whole map is not a circle. That's annoying.
Is it a vision
I
thing?
think it's literally like visual range for us.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it's
it
jet
is.
black out here, and then
I
it's
just
gray
thought it would let
here.
you see. I just thought it would let you see explored areas, or what you thought was explored areas.
Ah, okay.
Removing fog of war for areas which have been explored. Yeah.
My one key is
You can see the
cut
cow
again.
and us, and that's
Yeah.
basically it.
Just a sec.
Oh, shoot.
Take your time. I'm pulling up something relevant just for my own ears.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I would put on the music. I'm worried about it getting copyright struck.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's not the right music.
Okay, let me just turn off.
That's Happy Ranch music. What I'm wanting is... Yeah. I would other games I wouldn't worry about it so much. Nintendo, I would very much be worried about it.
Okay, so you can see the whole map now.
I go back to that window.
4, 5,
Yes.
6.
Okay.
Nope.
Now if I turn back off global illumination, you should be able to see the whole map, but it's like grayed out except for the area around you. Yep.
Darkened out, and then there's a gray zone, which I'm assuming is the dim light. But
Okay,
yes.
good. That's what I wanted to happen. Cause it's like I wanted you to know what the layout of the ranch was, but like you can't
Yeah.
see
Still have the
beyond.
lighting effect.
Yeah, you and you can't see the thing. You can't see the enemies past your vision area. Is the point?
Mm-hmm.
So yes, does Mary say anything?
They're here. Obvious alien reference is obvious. Oh, did you need Mary's initiative mod?
I just put stuff in.
Yeah, she's got a 13.
Yeah, okay. That you I gave you plus 10 with it with advantage, so.
That's fair.
Great. Okay. All right. Glad we had this discussion.
Wow, they rolled good.
And Amelia rolled.
Bet they did. You know what? I'm gonna for everyone who's, you know what? For the benefit of those playing the game, I am posting this in our game chat. There we go.
Right.
So if you want to have that playing in the background.
Whoa.
Because this is actually the music that plays.
Yeah, it's creepy. I would love to be able to play it, but.
That is a bit creepy, yeah.
Yes. Nintendo and their
Yep.
lawyers.
Anyways, Mary, your turn is up
I'll just
first.
have it playing in the. Yeah, apparently. So. Okay, we need to form a decent perimeter. Sorry, this is my first time actually looking at the map, and I realized you went with a much smaller map than I expected.
Oh. I did?
Yeah.
I just.
A little bit.
This map is already really big.
Because they do try to come from behind the barn too.
Oh, well.
Oh no, it's fine. That's fine. This is fine.
Whatever.
It suits their
They
purposes.
try to come from all angles. It's part of the reason why the quest is annoying.
Oh well, I don't want this to be annoying, so.
No, that's okay. It honestly would have. It honestly wouldn't have been that annoying with this many people, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, when you're having to guard the barn from all angles in the original game, it's just you.
Yeah, that's true.
And the admittedly kind of terrible aiming controls.
Anyway.
Anywho.
That's the only reason it's frustrating. Anyways, so form of attack. First order of business, because we can't see any of the bastards yet.
Mm-hmm.
Although we have somewhat of an idea where they are, because they're frickin' spotlight eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So what general direction are they coming from?
Yeah. Like, what's their general direction?
Their general direction, I'm going to use I'm going to use a cone thing. Their general direction is this direction. Yes.
Ah. Okay.
Lovely.
They're not all in that direction
so what we
exactly,
need is...
but that's the general direction that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
General.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so our first order of business is we need someone to protect our flanks over here and over here, just in case. Have a lot of our main force this way. They will need. Let's see. We should probably have somebody close to the trees. And
I'll also let you know, just for reference, there are 10 of them.
Ah,
lovely.
Less than I expected, but that's fine.
More would have been ridiculous.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay. I'm honestly having a hard time deciding what Mary needs to do in the immediate moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess she'll hold her hold an action for her for when we start actually seeing the bastards.
Okay, to do what?
Probably take a pot shot in their direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
She may or may not also have to have a score to settle with these bastards.
It is the turn of them.
Their turn.
Mhm.
The fact that I have no idea where any of them are is awesome.
That was kind of the goal of this whole thing.
Yeah.
What's their speed?
I mean, it perfectly recreates when I'm sitting there going, "Where's the last one?" and then I see the cutscene of it phasing through the back wall of the barn, and I go, "Damn it!"
They can do that.
Oh yeah, they can do that.
Cheating, cheeky
It
fuckers.
is for.
No. Mary might have unrelated, unsolved beef with these guys because they may or may not look a lot like something she had to hunt in Louisiana.
All right,
or at least
you can
had to try to
definitely
convince people doesn't exist.
you can definitely see one of them.
Oh, hey. Yeah, so
Lovely.
Mary's gonna take a pot shot at the stupid ghost thing. Let's see, what is Mary's roll on her rifle?
I did just realize these things have too many
Goodness,
hit
that
points.
high.
What are we doing with them?
Goodness, that high. Not gonna lie, I half expected Minion Masher and just survive a couple rounds of them.
No, they're not quite Minion Masher, but they do have too many hit points currently. So I need to reduce their hit points.
Yay.
Math. Okay.
They are going
math.
to have low hit points, to be clear.
Wow, Mary! Wow!
Womp, womp.
Wow, did she just jam her gun?
No.
I think
Like
that was a nat 1.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Wow.
I have to go and
Well,
change each one manually. Of
That's
course
all
I am.
from Mary.
J is for Jackalope.
Big oof.
No, it did not just take 83 damage. I'm lowering its hit points.
83
I gave them way too many hit points.
is for Koala.
Alright. Just a sec.
L is for
Oh, God.
Lamborghini.
You can do a droid analysis, don't forget that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
Oh wait, no, you're
I'll do
ready.
that.
Oh wait, no, you readied your action. Never mind.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I did that, so I can't do that. That's
that
all
was
from
a
Mary.
readied action.
Yeah, so
Make
that's
sure
all from
there's
Mary.
only one.
It is their turn now, still.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they just
Unless
moved.
they're already finished.
They just moved.
Okay.
I'm just making sure I
Yeah.
updated all their hit points.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
we're good.
Okay.
Vagar, your turn.
Vagar is going to go into his werewolf form.
Okay.
And he is...
Let me check something about how the ruling of that works. The end of your turn. Oh, okay. Okay. Continue.
Okay. Alright, he's going to go into full werewolf Unga Bunga mode, and he is going to...
No.
What?
Beep, ding, beep, ding, winnie, beep.
Oh, I
This
think
motherfucker-
Mash
Spencer.
random buttons.
Yeah.
I think
well,
Spencer put keys back on his keyboard.
Yes.
That's what it's
Yay!
looking like.
Okay.
Because otherwise, that's just random button mashes.
And he is going
No,
to take
no,
out his
it's,
silver
T
sword
through
and
enter.
go to hit.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a silver sword, so you bypass their normal resistance.
Ha! Bitch! Okay.
Because they're technically considered undead because they are the stat block I'm using is a stat block for a shade, so
Okay.
Close enough. I mean,
Forward
they are
shade.
also occasionally referred to as
No,
ghosts.
you mother trucker! Oh my.
Oh
Vagar.
my god, we can't
Vagar!
hit these guys.
No! And I already used my bonus action, so I can't do anything.
You can make another attack.
I can? Oh
Mhm.
right.
You have extra attack.
Attack again. Attack again.
I'm sorry. I've been playing a bard for like the past. Like,
Yes.
Okay, there
that
we
hits.
go. 18. Yippee! 7 damage.
Okay.
That's all from Vagar.
Alrighty, Nilo.
Remember that Legion isn't here.
Wait, has Legion not made it back yet?
No.
Okay.
It was going to. Part of the reason I had him break off from the party was because I had a sneaking suspicion it would take him longer than 2 hours to get back. So, and we couldn't risk the ranch getting overtaken and miss our and get the blast mask. So I am gonna commit a. I need this character sheet now.
War crimes.
I'm going to commit a fire against him. I'm going to commit a fire against him. He's going to get that. I always forget it's that. Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're based on like a Poe, aren't they? They definitely look like Poes.
Kinda, yeah. They are their own unique enemy type, and they function similar enough to the Poe enemy. Anyways,
Not 20.
hot shit, Nilo.
Yeah,
All right.
you kill that one.
It bursts into flames, and also bursts into flames.
Mm-hmm.
Because, no, seriously, that's how they disappear. And also, I shot it with fire. It's just. That's all from Nilo at the moment. Actually, I'll get my drone in a decent position.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how far he can move.
Bradley.
Okay, shotgun out, ready action, shoot the next one that comes in range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Emeria.
Oh, it's already my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, alright.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Still
We don't know where the
16,
rest of them are.
Yep.
Well, I guess, so the goal is to get around the house?
The goal is to just
Their
stop
goal
them
is
from...
to get in.
Yeah, their goal is to get in the barn.
They're trying to get in here. We must
Um,
hold the line!
Steal a cow, right?
So are they all coming from the front, or should I go to a different spot?
They're all coming from the more or less front.
Alright.
I mean, you
then.
could always
Well,
Basically-
send like Ivo or something to like just stand here and keep an eye out and take pot
Anything
shots. and everything.
yeah, we'll do
this
that.
direction, really this way, but any way around here is where they're gonna particularly be coming from.
I cannot seem to move.
I'm
anything
curious
at the
how
moment.
Cremia reacted to the
The game is currently
gunshots.
What are you saying, Spencer?
For some reason, it says that my game is paused.
Try now.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
All right. Yes. Yeah, we'll just move Ivo over there and proceed to still see nothing. Oh. And I guess rest of the turn will just be moving these guys up a bit because I have nothing else better to do.
Okay.
I'll move it over there. All right.
Mary.
Oh, Mary again.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, and I can't see any of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Mary's gonna ready for her Edriot analysis.
Adroit analysis? Okay.
Yep, ready analysis.
Okay. It is their turn.
Them. There they
Mhm.
are. Hi.
Oh, look at that.
You
Bang,
know, it
bang.
almost looks. You know, I'm not gonna lie. That one almost looks cute for some reason. Like peeking out of the bushes, like hi.
Mhm.
No, I clicked the wrong button. It's not exhausted. It's
They are
hiding.
not exhausted.
He is within range, so
Yeah, I'll take care of that in a minute.
yeah, I haven't even clicked the
Mary,
button
you're
yet.
gonna do your thing first.
Oh yes. Let me just remember how that works. I haven't played Mary in a hot minute.
From what I remember from Argum, you can pick you pick one of the things from the list, and you can learn it, and then you can also use your intelligence in place of strength or dexterity for weapon
What's on the
preparation.
Strength
list?
analysis. You
Ability
learn one of the
scores,
following
speed,
characteristics of
strength.
its choice: its highest ability score, lowest ability score, armor class, speed, creature type, or one special sense.
Special sense. That was special feature. Whatever. It's been a while.
You know what? We'll go with AC.
14.
Okay.
Good to know.
All right, Bradley.
Okay, so I started blasting,
And you
Okay.
shot him.
and we'll throw on a oh, what's it? Crippling. Oh, is it crippling? Is it crippling? Yes, it is. Crippling strike.
Just go ahead and roll the extra damage first.
Okay, dokie. I'm juggling between two different windows now. Oh, nope, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. Ignore that. Wrong button. Extra
Yay.
6.
And
And it
that's
makes a
a
save.
con save. I would recommend you use Alt Tab, Brad. It fails at save.
Oh.
Just press Alt and Tab together, and it'll switch between the windows.
Up there, yeah. Okay. Fails to save, which means it's stuck there.
Mhm.
Yep, speed is 0.
Okay.
Ready actions don't benefit from extra attack, right?
Yes.
Good, so
Vagar,
I
your
almost
turn.
killed him. Finish
Okay.
him!
All right.
Get him.
Goodness gracious.
Get
Vagar,
him.
actually, a thing happens. You can totally see the light of a full moon right now.
Mother trucker.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, thank God I'm over here.
I know, right?
Oh
We
my.
could have Vagar go absolutely minced meat on these fools.
I ain't doing that again.
Yeah.
Just don't tear apart the cow.
Let's
We need
see.
that.
DC 20 charisma saving throw.
You attack
Preferably,
the
we need
swarm
all
of
of them.
crawling claws.
Dang it,
There.
Vagar, you had one shot.
I'm so sorry.
You know, I'm curious how Cremia's reacting to suddenly hearing gunfire. Something
I don't
she's
know.
definitely not familiar with.
I don't know.
Okay. Guess I'm attacking with me claws. Big meaty claws.
Yeah, you can totally see the light of a full moon, which means you automatically fail your save against that effect.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that
that's a
is.
26. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Okay, roll damage.
Yeah.
Remember, the claws do resist this damage because they're a swarm.
Yes.
Okay, that's 5. Second attack, Vagar.
Another one.
Miss.
Okay.
Bonus action attack, Vagar.
Okay.
Miss. All right.
Yippee!
Nilo, your turn.
I'm gonna shoot them.
While appreciating it that it's not you this time.
Yep, I'm gonna shoot them. I'm
Yep,
gonna hit them.
You kill that one too. It had 1 hit point.
I set them on fire, and on fire again. The fact that that's what I'm doing, I didn't think about that. That's what I would be doing until I did it. So, Yeah, that's all from me. I don't know how to pacify Vagar.
I don't think any of us know
All I
that.
know is that
Nope.
this
Also-
might actually turn into a Vagar boss fight in a minute.
Also, can we even pacify him considering the full moon?
Yeah, you have to wait until dawn to pacify him, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I
He
was
literally-
afraid
he-
of.
The good news is that we have to fend off these bastards till dawn too. So
Yeah, he literally can't
Lovely.
transform back until dawn now.
That's
Oh.
what I figured. Hey,
But is there a way
target-rich
to get him
environment.
out of the
Hopefully he
berserk
won't
mode?
come after us.
my best bet is that if we find ourselves having no need to fight them anymore, that Bradley just bear hugs him until morning.
Hmm Bradley, it is your turn now.
Let's
Bear hug
blast.
him.
Well, let's move over here.
Whoa!
And
Brad is our
blast
light
them.
source.
Shot number 1. Bang.
That one's dead.
Big sad.
Nice.
So he just got obliterated from a shotgun because
Yeah.
shotguns.
Maybe move back towards. Maybe
No.
move back. He also caught fire. But he
Lovely.
didn't catch fire again.
So I can't ready action because I already used my action. So I just have an
You
extra
probably
attack.
move back just to make sure we maintain a clear view for their turn again.
Let's actually go like there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is honestly kind of unsettling that we're just sitting here waiting
Taking
for these
pot
things to
shots.
pop out of the darkness.
It's a game of whack-a-mole.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's it.
But if we don't make it, I have another gift to send.
Mm.
Okay. Emiria?
Alright, so there isn't
Big
a
bad
way
gift,
to make Vagar not berserk?
Nope.
Well, okay
How
then.
do you know?
Unless you can cast like calm emotions or something.
Hmm.
I don't have that prepared.
Well,
You
yeah,
might
neither
want
would
to.
Yeah, you might
For
consider
emergencies.
keeping a spell storing item of calm emotions on you in the future.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Or at the
That
very
might be a
least,
good
like
idea,
make an
yes.
actual spell scroll or spell storing ring, not just the weird, not spell slot system. that Fire System has.
I'll burn that bridge when I get there.
Alright. Well, I guess we'll just, like, move away then.
Hmm Vagar does not have to opportunity attack.
Um. Yeah, I don't know what else I can do during my turn. Once again, doing nothing. I guess pass again.
Okay.
You have a way to put
Mary?
Vagar to sleep.
No.
Okay.
Hit point
Uh,
attrition. That's
Well, if all I got
Wait
is a
for
charmed person.
Adriat.
Okay.
Wait for an Adriat analysis opportunity again.
Adroit analysis.
there's an
Adroit.
O in
Damn
there.
it.
Let me know if you can
Oh,
see any of them.
I can see
This
2
one
of
way
them.
out here.
I can see these
Oh,
guys.
and this one.
I can see 3 of them.
Oh, 3 of them. Yep. Fun.
Oh yeah, those are all in Vagar's vision.
Wait, Vagar can see out that far?
Yeah, he has dark vision.
Oh.
Yeah, because he's a fur
Okay,
wizard.
so technically we can't see them?
Yeah, but
Um,
you can tell that Vagar can see something in that direction. So
Hmm.
Okay.
Would I be able to see them?
yeah, you can see him, sure. I'm just not worrying
What
about
about
that right
Mary? She's the one I'm curious about.
now. Mary cannot currently. She has 30 feet of true sight, but
Got it.
Yeah, I guess I can see all of them except this one back there.
anyways, Vagar,
If we're going off of
let's see if
Yeah.
see here, 20 feet to Bradley, 20 feet to the cow, 25
Beep,
feet.
beep, beep.
Okay. We roll to see if you
Oh
attack
wait,
Bradley or
5
attack
feet to
the
the
cow.
combat drone.
The combat drone's in the air.
Oh.
You attack Bradley.
Oof. I don't have my shield engaged, so it's only a 17 AC.
First
Okay.
attack,
Damn
Vagar.
it! Try to keep him clear of the cow.
After the +1?
Yeah, because it's scale.
That's a nat 20.
Oh.
Ouch.
Yeah. Okay.
Why do you keep
Bradley,
nat
would you
20ing against our players?
would you like to use your reaction to resist an injury?
Yes.
What is your
What is it with you and injuring the party members?
My Constitution modifier. I just buffed this. It is +5. I
You
maxed
see?
it out.
It wasn't even me this time.
Oh no!
I blame the moon.
Oh no!
Moon.
I blame the moon.
Yes.
Oh no! Oh, I'm dying! Oh. So
What?
first of all, Vagar, please roll me some damage.
Roll that damage.
Okay, there
I've
it
got a
is.
bad feeling. Wait, let me check. Let me check something.
Oh wait, so that would be
Uh,
+6.
So that'll be actually 15 damage to you, Bradley.
I do have heavy armor master, so
Okay, so that's 12 damage. Now, Bradley, highs or lows?
We gambling tonight.
Hi.
Okay, highs or lows again.
Highs again, I guess.
Which hand is Bradley's dominant hand?
Oh no. Oh no. Right?
Vagar cuts off your right arm.
Oh God!
Oof. Wait, that's with the
Well.
resist?
That's with the resist.
Did you roll like a
Holy
20?
cow, Matt! I'm not upset. I'm impressed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's every time I roll a critical, it's like either
Oh wait, that's not with the
Hang on, let me
resist. That's
check
not with the
something.
resist. Sorry.
either I cut off someone's arm or
Okay, no, you don't lose your arm. You do have a major internal injury. So I will send you the description here.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do something funny with Vagar that I feel like is definitely necessary because I realized I thought I did, but I apparently didn't. I still have it prepared from last session.
And Vagar, make a charisma saving throw.
Yippee! Okay, let's see.
It's okay if
My
you fail. I
charisma
have an
is
idea for
+2.
you.
Okay, yeah. 20 plus. Sorry.
You succeed. You transform back into human form.
I thought he couldn't.
The thought of he just majorly injured his friend is enough to overpower that.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, worst case scenario, I realized I still had Vortex Warp prepared. I could just put him over here.
Just put him in timeout.
And then he could go frolic through the woods, killing them.
Alright, you're back in human form. Bradley, you got messed up messed up by that. You did not lose an
How much
arm
damage
though.
was it? How much damage was
It
it?
was 12 damage after the resist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, not
Holy
much
cow.
damage. Like I've taken more damage from other sources.
Yeah,
not
but you
yet
do have that
hurt.
major internal injury now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is odd thinking about. It's like got a major internal injury with only 12 damage, and yet other times I've taken like 46 damage and been just fine. It's like
You're fine.
Yeah, Vagar's like finally looking at him. He's like, "Oh shit, you're fine."
Thanks.
And that'll be the rest of Vagar.
Yeah, but
And Nilo, it's your turn now.
where are they? No. But no, I can't. But you know what? I'm gonna move my combat drone this way. to try to get a better visibility over here,
Okay.
just in case.
The
Just in
combat
case, because
drone's
there's
visibility isn't turned on.
yeah. Just to get better visibility over here in case one of them starts
They're
wanting to
not.
harass this
They're
cow.
not. They're all in this direction.
Okay.
In fact, I'll show you. I'll show you like a general idea. They are all within this rectangle.
Ah. Okay.
Lovely. And of
Okay.
course,
So
I recall like all the injuries we've all gotten have all been from Vagar. It's all been friendly fire.
Dang it, I kind of wish Bradley didn't have the reaction around anymore, because that would have been fun.
Oh.
is Bradley losing an arm from
Yeah.
during the them boss fight? I agree, honestly.
Do we want to actually do that instead?
for fun gameplay purposes?
Yeah. You will get an
It's up to
arm.
you, Brad.
will get a prosthetic arm. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I was
Or
thinking
alternatively,
just
have
do-
it regenerated. There is magic.
No, you'll get a prosthetic arm. I can give you a cool magic item if you do this.
I mean, I was thinking
Yep.
it's like I am a
Okay.
surgeon. I am right here.
You have many hands.
I can give you a really cool magic item if you do this.
Okay,
So
sure.
okay. So
If
yes,
you don't want to, that's fine.
if you don't want to, that's fine. But I can give you a cool magic item as compensation.
Sure.
All right.
Mm.
So yes, Bradley actually does lose an arm.
Oh, okay. Holy shit.
The cool magic item. All it cost him was an arm.
Better than an arm and a leg.
Anyways, continuing on
He's like-
Milo's turn.
50% off.
Right.
First order of
Dominant
business.
armor.
You know what? First order of business. I have no reason to believe that his armor is designed to compress wounds like mine does.
Nope.
So
Nope. Because any
Milo's
kind
gonna
of wound
rush over to Bradley and do what she can to give him a to make sure our Spartan don't bleed out.
All right, make a medicine check then.
A quick
Yep.
question: is my missing arm my dominant arm or is it my left?
It is your dominant arm.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Arm. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna write.
Oh.
Amputate.
Well, thank goodness it wasn't a Mat 1. If it was, I would have made it worse.
Yeah. You have trouble stopping the blood flow.
I'm like, oh god, no,
Yeah,
but no, it's like, Ayla, no.
Like he sort of like woozy in and out.
Yeah, that's my turn. I don't think I can have my combat drone attempt a medicine check.
No, it actually could attempt a medicine check. I mean, it's got lasers. It could try and like cauterize the wound.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try that. Let's try that, if only for the purposes of oh god.
I'm proficient with endurance, so is there possible?
Admittedly, it's just kind of funny that we're just like oh, this is easy. Werewolf
thing, considering this isn't exactly a foreign kind of injury. Like I've seen plenty of other Spartans that have.
Okay, you can definitely make an endurance check on your turn to like not go into shock, basically.
Oh yeah.
Their plasma directions blowing them off.
Oh, is it just a +0?
You can definitely what?
If it would just be a straight wisdom check.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it literally would be a +0. Well, let's just see
I have
what
a
that.
healer's kit. I have a healer's kit and endurance.
Well, that's what it rolled.
It does cauterize some of the worst the worst bleeding spots. He's still bleeding a lot, but it took the edge off.
Yeah.
Bradley.
So yeah, my drone just came over
and
started
zapping. Bradley, it hurts like crazy when the drone does that.
It's probably actually.
Make an endurance.
Sorry.
Yeah, make an endurance check.
Oh no.
Yeah, you go into shock.
Man.
Oh no. As far as the pain goes,
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh.
This suddenly got very interesting.
Emiria, your turn.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright. Step
We
back,
need
let
a
me show you how a
doctor.
professional does this.
We need a
Alright.
doctor.
Let's get little... Okay. Gloss Swarm, unfortunately, we're gonna have to take you out of combat, because we're gonna need you to move Isaiah, because I currently need you at the moment. Alright. And I guess we'll just
And
have
I'm still
everyone
playing
else
the creepy music, by the
mock
way.
this guy.
Okay.
Given the immediate circumstance, Neil, you might want to
Alright.
pick up my shotgun and start using it.
I assume since I have... What is it? Alright, so would I have an advantage on this roll or no? Because someone else is
Yes,
here trying to help me.
you'll have advantage on the roll.
Alright.
You would have advantage on the roll to begin with because you're like actually a doctor and you know how human anatomy works.
Alright, so I guess we'll just roll this twice. 23.
Yeah, you get some pressure on it. You stop the you get the blood flow kind of stopped, and like you get him starting to come down from the shock, but he's still very much in shock.
Hans,
You know,
we'll
it's
put
funny.
that
We
hand,
both have
we'll put that arm in the null box. We're gonna need it later.
Yep. Also, I'll need my armor bits off of it.
Yeah.
Alright.
You
And I guess
you
we'll
know,
just
ironically,
mug this guy.
dealing with a, you know, I have all the. It's nice. I have all this experience about dealing with someone about to pass out. I wonder why.
I have all this experience dealing with someone
It's not
passing
like
out due to
it's not like some
injury.
dumbass almost passed out a week ago from his own doing.
Oh, vantage.
So
Yes. There we go. All right. So,
Oh yeah, this guy's dead.
Yep. Glad we had this discussion.
Yeah, you dealt a lot of damage, and it had 15 hit points. So yeah.
Yeah.
Mary, your turn.
Go this way, or actually, how much movement?
It would be the werewolf to take out the Spartan and not.
Was that too much movement?
The beasties, the werewolf.
No, it was not. It was not. So go that way, so she can get a better look at these bastards and get that analysis going.
It's weird that she doesn't have the. Okay, let me fix something. There we go.
There you go.
Because Mary definitely has that true sight. So you see two more. So this is actually her turn. So this is just bonus action for this. What do you want to know?
First of all, I do want to know their creature type.
They are considered undead, technically. Specifically, ethereal undead.
Ah.
Good
to know. So anyways, I started blasting. Let's go with this one.
You can use your intelligence instead of your dexterity for your attack roll. And damage.
I think it's all. She might already be set up to do that, which would explain why it's a +9.
Nice. Yep, that hits.
Oh.
Now let me just.
I just realized I should have used reliable skill when I rolled the nat 1. Whatever.
2d6 plus 6.
Oh, that was a nat 1. I didn't realize that was a nat 1.
Yeah, that was a nat 1.
I was just like, oh, it's a 9. That's really low.
Oh no, yeah, no. I was honestly surprised he didn't just pass out.
Reliable skill would have made that a 16, technically.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But whatever.
But yeah, that's 12 hit points against them.
Still alive.
And I need to restart the music. And that should be all from Mary.
Okay.
Because she doesn't have multi-attack, I don't think. Combat wasn't her best suit. Oh boy.
I should be able to see all of them now,
So anyway,
right?
we need.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's like 6 of them.
There are 6 left, yes. Alright, this one here is going to attack Mary. It's the only one that gets within range to attack.
Ah. That's new.
All right. Does a
Ooh.
oh yeah, 26 definitely hits Mary.
Yeah. That's 6 above her AC.
Okay, so Mary takes 21 necrotic damage,
Ouch.
and her strength score is reduced by 4.
Oh no, not my strength score.
I'm
Bonus
sure
action,
if
I
it gets to
slap
0,
him.
you're gonna end up dying.
Not for any damage, but out of the principle of it.
All right, Vagar.
Okay. Vagar gonna realize that he did
So
jump
you
off
said
his front
26,
arm.
right?
21 damage.
Well, like you
Oh,
managed to
okay.
get that one lucky hit right between the titanium hull plating,
I don't know how I
right
did
through
that.
all the tendons and ligaments.
I don't know
Okay.
how I did that, but
And you did it
Mary's fine.
without an energy sword.
yeah.
Okay, Mary is honestly genuinely a little surprised that they are actually trying to fight us. Normally because in the game they just ignore us and just go straight for their prize.
Am I conscious?
Yes, you are still you're like semi-conscious.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, do we want to use a grenade and just blow them all to Kingdom Come? Because I do have a couple grenades on my belt.
Okay.
Wait.
Do you want me to grab a grenade and chuck it at them?
Yeah, you'll probably just hear me muttering.
Might be better if Nilo does that.
Hey,
Grenade! Grenade! He is going to go reach over and grab a grenade from his belt and
Okay.
chuck it.
Alrighty, that's
Okay,
what did I say the rules on those were?
throw up to 60 feet, 10-foot radius, DC 16 dex save, 46 bludgeoning.
And you can get all of them except this guy down here. And this guy down here. So
Okay, yeah. Yeah, right.
Two chuckle nuts.
Right in the move. Right in the
Alrighty.
middle.
One next to Mary succeeds. One
Damn, Cremia's a heavy
on
sleeper.
this side. Oh no, she's awake. This
She
guy
just doesn't want
fails.
any of this.
She just doesn't want to
Yeah,
deal
well,
with all
she's
this
awake
caviar
now.
here.
This guy succeeds. And that guy succeeds. Okay, roll damage.
Yeah, what's the damage? What is it?
Brad, what's the damage?
46.
4d6, please, Maddie.
10-4.
15.
Nice.
Dead.
Exact hit points for all of them.
The ones that failed, yes.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the one that failed and the one that was already hurt. All right,
Mm-hmm.
that was
Yeah.
one attack. That was one attack, Vagar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's gonna be like, should I throw another one? No, okay. And he is going to
Get the one closest to Mary.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's gonna go over to the closest one and he's gonna smack it.
Be careful
With
now. We don't want to
his
start
silver
amputating Mary's limbs as well.
I'm
Yeah,
not
he's
going
not-
Mary,
He's not going into
Mary's level
werewolf form.
20. She can take. She has the hit points to take it. I hope.
I have the hit points.
It was a
to take
critical hit. That's why it was an injury.
Yeah.
Oh
it
yeah.
It only
Does
did
that
12
hit?
damage
That's
to
just-
me.
that's
I
just-
have
well,
130 hit points.
That doesn't hit, but you could have moved here to get advantage. So roll again.
Oh, okay. Bet.
Yeah, that's the irony, Joey. Is
No.
like,
Yes, you hit.
I have 130 hit points, so
Yippee!
I could have taken the damage.
Oh yeah.
It was only 12 hit points. The problem was it was a crit,
Yeah.
so it also applied an injury.
All right,
Cool.
Somehow, losing your arm only applies 12 hit points of damage.
Nilo.
Mm.
Okay, I am going to. I'm taking him out.
Okay.
He is getting a taste of the old. He's getting a taste of more of my fire.
Okay, that hits.
All right, Nilo actually has to roll for damage this time.
Mm-hmm. There's a magic item I've been wanting to use for someone for so long, but I've never been able to because no one's ever lost an arm.
Oh,
Mhm.
I think I vaguely. I don't remember what all it does, but I think I vaguely know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, you probably do. It's really awesome.
Oh, did I get him?
Yeah, you got him.
Did I get him? Oh,
Yes.
yeah, no, okay. I didn't see my roll until just now. I was fixing stuff. All right, combat drone. 2, 3. Move in for the zappy. And that's as far as he can move.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's all from me.
All right. Bradley, another endurance check, please.
Okay.
Poor Cremia, man.
I'm going to use a reaction and
Jeez.
make that a 16 with reliable skill.
Okay. You start to come down from the shock. You're still semi-conscious, but you are... The people around you can tell that your breathing evens out. You stop hyperventilating. You stop. Your heart rate starts to come down.
Yeah.
Do I still have the rest of my turn, or is that it?
That's your turn.
Okay.
Emir, your turn.
If I still had
anything
stuff
else
left,
I
I
need
would
to
have
do
just simply
to help
used
him?
it for a healer's kit to try and
Cure
stabilize
wounds
that.
worth it on him at this point, because it was only 12 damage.
Cure wounds will close the wound.
Oh, well. Then I know what I'm doing. Alright. Aniria takes out a needle. And now since I don't have to physically take off your helmet to do this, I'm going to proceed to jab you with the strange chemicals. Rolling 1.
Yeah, no, look, guys, I'm at 106 out of 132 hit points.
Oh yeah,
HP
you're
is not the
fine.
problem. HP is not the problem. I could have taken
Rolling 1d8
much more than 12 hit points of damage.
4.
From
Get
getting the
yourself
arm
12 hit
amputated.
points.
It's just the crit carried me.
You're back up to full health. And yeah, Bradley is no longer bleeding.
Okay, so how much
Alright.
healing
Excellent.
was it?
You're back up to
yeah,
full
I can
health
make it
now.
Lovely.
Yeah, the cloth that you use to like stem the bleeding is absolutely ruined. Like it is covered in blood.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get some new
Or
stuff.
yeah, no. Poor Cremia has no clue everything that exactly happened. Like, she probably got woke up by the gunfire, was initially like, what was that? And then went to the window and saw, heard some people screaming, and then went to the window, saw Bradley on the ground, his arm missing, and then saw an explosion, and sees these things crawling towards her barn.
Mary, your turn.
Shoot,
yeah, sorry, you still have your minions. Sorry.
20 minions move up there, grab these two, move here, and clobber this guy.
Okay.
Alright.
Get him.
Get him.
Turbo attack. Close. Manage.
It's clobbering time, I'd say.
Normal. Isaiah's not currently here.
Okay. Okay, the goon just kills that one.
Good work.
And the golem and Ivo kill the other one.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Good work, team.
And you hear the music, you hear that creepy music stop.
Lovely. So with my missing arm amputation, is
hey, Legion.
Trans, regular, straight up shoulder.
Took you long enough.
It's at the shoulder.
Okay.
A nice clean.
Hey, Legion.
Yeah, as you're like finally getting Bradley awake and standing up,
and the
Legion
ball flies away.
Yeah, Legion just comes walking up.
So, did you succeed in your mission, Legion?
Yeah. Legion, it's like, Legion got the mask. He reported it when he received it. It's just, Gonna show it.
Peachy. Vagar,
Oh yes.
Maybe,
Sorry about that.
I'm gonna kill you one of these days.
I wouldn't blame you.
Put that on. It might put that on. One of you might kill everyone.
And you hear me grumbling something along the lines of 30 years in the Covenant War, only to have arm amputated by a friendly on a backwoods nowhere with his hand.
Man. You are salty.
How do I get this?
You-
How do I get these people? These
It
poor
wasn't
people.
a bomb. It wasn't a plasma round. It wasn't a
So,
Siberian energy
go.
sword. It was a werewolf with his darn claws.
It's
Friendly
alright,
one, too.
Steinhofen.
Check with
The
Romani,
Muse
check
got
with
you.
Cremia, who Cremia probably more than likely believes Romani now, thanks
Yep.
to being horrifically woken up by us.
Romani hands you a jug of milk as you're leaving. And then Cremia says something about asking you for help with the milk delivery tomorrow because people have been harassing the milk delivery and she wants a guard for it.
Of course.
Oh, okay then.
Vagar, if I can give a suggestion. No more werewolf shifting while the moon is out.
Fine.
But the
He
Yeah.
didn't
moon's
have a
always
choice. He didn't have a
It's out
choice.
right
That's
now.
how werewolves work.
Yes.
Like that's Mary talking.
Oh.
He seems to have
Well,
some
no,
control over it.
No, it's
some of the
full
time.
well
I
what
do when
werewolves
the
do.
full moon is not out.
so it's morning now, yeah?
It is dawn. Yes, the sun is
Yeah.
rising.
The dawn of the second day.
Cool. Well, I have an
Ultimately,
idea for a game, for further game plan on some stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, the idea I had for what to do on the second day is just kind of funny. So we're gonna have so the game plan is we're gonna have Legion go down the quest line to get the bunny hood.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Joey, just so you
Yeah.
don't waste your time. The bunny hood is not going to be at the end of the quest line because it's one of the treasures that the people on the ship are picking up.
Oh, okay. Because I was going because since
And
we were going
besides,
back to the ranch anyway.
you'll actually find that out when you go back to the Duchess because you got to go back to the Duchess to get Bradley some proper medical attention.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I thought of a funny thing to do to just have Legion going on his own quest. He has to go talk to Guru, has to go raise some chickens with a guy using the Bremen mask. I think it's the bunny hood. It's like, it was honestly just funny as hell imagining Legion doing a little march, playing some music, and chickens following him little chicks following him until they grow up into full hens. It's just like, what? Like, the image was just funny to me. So anyways, let's head back to the Duchess.
The shotgun's
you-
secured on my mag clamp.
Yeah. Get you looked at.
Sort of hobbling in a dizzy, stumbling way.
Anyways, getting Kamaro's mask. I mean, I can get it, or I can at least get someone to help me get it. So,
If Brad is okay with it, Vigor is going to be like a crutch too.
He's half out of it from blood loss because
Yeah.
you got brachial artery, subclavian, depending on
Okay,
how
so
wrecked it
does he
is.
want to use Vigor as a crutch?
We got his left arm like leaning on your shoulder or whatever. He's very heavy.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Milo
okay.
is too small and weak to be used as a crutch, so she cannot help Stud Muffin.
I mean, he's about 15, 20 pounds lighter since you lopped off his arm and the armor plating that came with it.
Still, you're still a little heavy.
You hobble back to the Duchess. When you get back on,
Need a medic.
Ticker runs down. What happened?
He did.
I did.
And I gesture with
Werewolf.
my one hand.
He's just going to raise a hand.
Yeah. I love that response. Just he did, I did, werewolf.
Well, first of all, Ticker pulls out a like a potion from a pocket and hands it to Bradley. Drink this; it'll help with the blood loss.
1 second. He awkwardly with one hand manages to pull off his helmet.
Oh,
and it just drops it to the ground.
Oh yeah. Ticker also unstoppered the potion for you, so you don't have to try and do that.
Yeah, I'm trying
Yeah.
to do that one-handed now. Down it.
Yeah, not everyone can be Skirvo popping corks with his teeth.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know, some people are into that.
Yeah.
That's some teeth damage.
Downs
right there.
and then reaches into the bag on his left leg, pulls out what looks like a screwdriver kind of thing, just hands it to Nilo. You'll need that to get the armor plate off. And then just
Right.
sets down very heavily on the
Mhm.
nearest crate.
Yeah, he is. You start to feel significantly better once you drink the potion. Effectively, it's supercharging the stuff that produces blood.
Ah,
Yes.
bone marrow. But see, that's
Nice.
only half the problem. The other half of the problem is the fluid loss.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
also a potion that's made of fluid.
It's also a
Yeah.
liquid, so that also helps.
So get your
Exactly. Exactly.
Fortunately, I'm sitting down, but my torso is upright, so like all you have to do is like undo the screws out like the top of the shoulders or whatever, and it'll just fall down.
Nilo, if you'll get that armor plate off, I have something
working on
in
it.
my workshop that should be helpful here. Ticker runs off down the stairs.
Working on taking off his plating to get at his exposed squishy bits.
Mhm.
No, not that one.
Ticker returns in a minute with a short wooden rod and what looks like a metal arm. It's large and it's pretty bulky, and the hand is definitely very interesting. It just has 3 big meaty fingers.
Well, that's certainly not what I'm used to seeing for
Meaty claws.
prosthetic arms.
Works fine for
let's
me.
let's lay him down.
Uh-huh.
I'm not helping with that.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh,
I got it.
I'm sorry, but
Slide off and funk.
you are too heavy for me.
I do have a concourse.
Yep.
Legion will help, but like Nilo will not. That is a good way to hurt Nilo.
For a hernia.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Well,
I was imagining you going down and then her fingers getting caught under you, but we'll go with your thing.
But yeah, you get laid back on the deck of the ship. Ticker puts the wooden rod between your teeth. This is going to hurt a lot.
Yep. Plasma burns, all that kind of stuff.
He lays the arm down next to you and presses a few buttons on it. And you see basically metal cords start to shoot out of the shoulder of the arm and dig into Bradley's shoulder as it just and Bradley, it hurts really freaking bad. Like it hurts just as bad as when you got your arm cut off.
Yeah.
And you feel a lot of electric shocks from it, and it like basically affixes itself to your shoulder, and then you and then the pain stops. It's still sore, but the pain, like the immediate pain stops, and you can feel the deck through that metal arm.
Lovely.
Out of character, it is a modified arcane propulsion arm. I will give you all the stats for it.
That's what it was.
All right.
Okay.
While this was happening, Mary got to some of the comm systems and we're coordinating some more of the people on some of the treasures.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically,
Assume-
one we might catch is just her. Is one of the guys just being like, just in some sort of stone area, and he's just like, you see him on the monitor, and he's like, I'm not sure what to do here, and she's like, play the song I taught you. He's just like, what? Do this, and he plays the song, and then you suddenly see him fall towards the ceiling.
I assume one of the functions of the arcane propulsion arm is it functions as a full limb.
Oh yeah,
So
it acts like an arm, obviously.
Yeah.
You're gonna
it's
need
also-
to do that like 12 more times.
So its fingers are probably a little bit thinner, just only because of the purpose of like being able to use my shotgun. I
Oh
would
yeah,
need to be able
they're
to fit it into
but
the
your
guard.
your gauntleted fingers would still be very thick. So it.
Yeah.
But yes, the fingers are still thin enough to use your shotgun.
Yeah.
They're thick, but they're still thin
Yeah.
enough to use your shotgun.
Yeah.
Don't be thick.
If in the absolute
like-
worst case scenario, we can make an electromagnet for your hand.
Well,
for your
yeah,
palm
about
to
just
hold it.
like the purposes of hands and manual dexterity and all that, you would still want them to be not absolutely like
We'll worry about
giant droid.
We might worry
No,
about
they're not actually giant droid fingers. They look more
like an insect.
more insectoid. This is clearly Thrycreen tech.
Yeah.
We'll see if you can work with the artificer to see if they can modify to have more digits, but we'll worry about that later.
Part of that, because I'm just thinking as a biologist, like, okay, so the human motor cortex is wired for 4 fingers on a thumb, not 2 fingers on a thumb. So that would be quite the PT adjustment.
It is a magic item, so it kind of does that for you.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, you might have the feeling of your index finger and your ring finger, but nothing else.
You can never play a piano efficiently. Ever.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. So yeah.
And this one doesn't require attunement, by the way.
Ooh. Oh, that's nice.
Because it is a fully permanent prosthetic. Like the reason the arcane propulsion arm does is because you can remove it. This one is completely permanent. Okay. Basically, all those metal cords wound themselves through your shoulder region, and if you tried to pull the thing off, it would rip you apart as you did it.
Oh, don't give Kalani any ideas.
It's a modified arcane propulsion arm. It basically the biggest modification is, you know how the arcane propulsion arm you can like shoot the hand off to hit something with?
No, I did not know that. But okay.
Well, that's a thing that's a thing you can do with it. The biggest difference with this is the hand is attached to a cord, so it acts like a grappling hook. We're going full bionic commando on this, okay?
Excellent.
Okay.
Well, save for and I hope you mean like the original and not the remake where it was his wife.
Oh yeah, no, it's not a. No,
like, give me a minute. Like Ticker goes, give me a minute. Opens a portal, jumps through, comes back. By the way, I found out you have a wife. And sticks that on you, and like, and Brad's like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, it is not a wife arm. The arm actually does integrate with Crusader, but
yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Who probably says
that part of it? That part is probably no different than the
I want to talk to
Halo Tech. Prosthesis.
All right. Now I need to start figuring out how I'm gonna get those people. Skirvo wants that milk.
Oh yeah, you did get a big jug of milk.
We now have.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about a permanent supply here.
He needs to set up shipping
But,
relations.
did you not hear me like 2 months ago when I said I need to steal a farm? like I know it sounds like one of those insane things that I joke about. I was not joking about this.
Would you like to investigate the jug of milk you got?
Sure.
Like, obviously, investigate means drink in this context.
Well, I mean, first of all, Nilo's not going to that because unless she was, I wasn't going to have her do that unless she was starry-eyed by Cremia or something. Which, no, no, but no, Mary, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, normally I don't drink.
Demos brings you some cups so that you can try it.
Yeah. See what? Where's the captain?
He's coordinating with some. He's coordinating with some treasure hunters about that ranch you went to.
He's good. Knowing him, he might end up with the whole damn ranch. Knowing him, he might end up with the whole damn ranch and the farmers. Which, given their present circumstances, she looks up at the moon again, might not be for the worst for them.
Not a bad idea to free people from a domain of dread when we can.
Yep. Nilo also expresses concern for Malin, for Cremia and Romani. I called them by their clones. They literally look identical to the character Malin, who they're like an alternate universe version of, except they are two characters instead of an adult and child version of the same character. No, it's totally not confusing. It's totally not something I've totally had my hairline go back over.
I mean, really, the thing with Majora's Mask and the way it works, it's very much a Alice in Wonderland not Alice in Wonderland, Wizard of Oz style. And you were there, and you were there, and you were there.
Yeah, except it pretty much is, save for the fact that unclear if Link ever woke up. It's very unclear. The only thing we know is the next time we saw him, he was dead. Like, super dead. Like, apparently completely forgotten about dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
The next time we see him, he's literally a revenant.
Yup. He's like, nobody remembers my deeds, and I was unable to pass my knowledge of being a hero to any of my descendants. So you shall learn my ways.
Anyways.
Yes.
That's a big oof.
You sit and you drink some of the milk. It is the most luxurious milk you have ever drank.
More than likely alcoholic as well.
Yeah.
More than likely alcoholic, given that there's the milk bar and the troop leader, 100% getting drunk on the stuff.
Yeah, it is alcoholic.
Yeah.
not heavily so. It's
like really a 5%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like about the alcohol level of like wine, but
of like a beer. like one or two, you're gonna be fine. It's when you start having 3 or 4 that's when you're gonna have problems. So yeah, Mary's just gonna go. Mary's just like, and you know, Ticker, if you ever told me when I was a kid I'd get to luxuriate in drinks that I've only known in fantasy, I would have called you completely insane. I also probably would have screamed about there being a mantis in my house.
A man-sized mantis.
Yeah.
that talks to people.
like, I imagine Ticker doesn't even take offense to that. He's like,
No.
fair enough.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't. In fact, he laughs.
Yeah. Out of game, I just imagine that interaction. He's like, Ticker shows up to like a middle school girl's room, some black-haired middle school nerdy girl, and he's like, one day you too will know the taste of those beverages you see only in fantasy. And then Mary's like, you are crazy. Also, there's a fucking mantis man in my house.
But yes, you
Yeah.
you
How
head
do you
back to.
feel?
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. How do you feel?
Still,
Nilo does like finger motions with her right hand.
still adjusting. I will say this is definitely different than the prostheses other Spartans had the misfortune of being equipped with. Though that usually was an unfortunate side effect being too close to a plasma bomb or a barely survived encounter with a Sangheili with a energy sword. Not what happened.
You're well. You're well. I just kind of pat him. Vegar toward my hamstring, so
Yeah.
maybe it's
Somehow not
something
the
we need
same.
to work on. I look looking at Vegar. Tone of voice was not upset, more inquisitive.
Definitely need to work on the
He's
friendly
just
fire.
like he's just gonna like just nod slightly. He's like, yeah, I'm working on it. It's tough.
We definitely need to work on the friendly fire.
Yeah, no shit.
As you're talking, you hear something,
Yeah.
and you turn around to see the Happy Mask salesman just standing on the deck.
Oh.
Hello. Again.
Mary's
Hello
just
again.
gonna. Mary's just holding the blast mask. Don't make me put this on.
He just looks at Bradley's prosthetic arm, nods. I think that you have made a worthy sacrifice. I don't believe that your services will be required to find my masks anymore.
Wait, what?
Like in
What
general,
makes you
like all of us, or just Brad?
and what makes
All
you
of
say
you.
that? And what makes you say that, Smiles?
Well, it seems he like flicks his hand, and all of a sudden he's holding all four of the other masks that you didn't get.
That's
Oh.
annoying. We still had other days to do this.
That I have obtained them myself.
Oh.
And what's the point of recruiting us?
You see, to leave a place such as Termina, you have to lose something. And I think you have had sufficient loss.
Lovely.
I'll let you finish your business here. You'll see me again before you run out of time. And then it does the thing again where your vision goes black, and then when it clears, you don't see him anymore.
Assuming I don't play Oath to Order at the when the bell tolls 0, fuckwit.
Out of character, what I'm basically doing is I'm just cutting short the quest in Termina because I think we got enough adventure out of Termina.
I'm not quite done,
It
but that's
No,
that's
you
up
can
to
still
you
do
guys.
you can still do your little bits, but like I don't see
we
any
still
reason
gotta
to do
we
like
still gotta defend Cremia from the Gorman brothers, or at least role play that, because that would be funny.
So yeah, as you're sitting and talking.
I also I'm not gonna lie, I was also really trying to shoot for that Majora's Mask fight.
Yeah, that would have been, by the way, if you had failed to get all 5 masks before, the moon, then he would have made you fight Majora's Mask as a final chance.
I mean, I was just trying to do it the way you normally do it.
Oh.
Get all the guys to collect the boss remains, and then free the giants, and then play the Oath to Order when the clock tower's about to get hit.
But
causing the moon to suck up things, and then there's Majora.
Yep. But you but yeah, as you're sitting there talking, you hear Romani's voice from off the ship. Cremia sent Romani to fetch the nice people who helped defend us, helped defend the cows.
Nilo's gonna look over, a little surprised that she's out here by herself.
There's a guard standing next to her.
One of ours?
No, one of the town guards.
Oh, okay.
They're competent?
That is also still a little bit surprising, considering
that is a child.
That is a child who had to go all the way to... I've heard they had to pick up somebody from Clocktown to guard Romani, or... Either way, Mary's like, and we are slowly starting to hit spots where I'm not sure what's going to happen next. So it's like, is everything... Nilo's going to come down. Is everything all right?
Cremia was about to make the milk delivery, and the nice people promised to help Cremia and Romani defend it.
Yes, we did.
Very well.
Is the tall one feeling better?
Marginally so.
Debatably so.
Yes.
Marginally debatable. Yes.
like everyone's using big words for a little girl.
Yeah, Romani is 10, so
yeah. She's I doubt she's even 10. She might be 7.
Well, the point is she's very young, and she doesn't have any actual education, so...
Yeah,
she's probably now traumatized.
Yeah. If I want to point out the fact that she was the only person defending the barn from them is honestly more a show of how dire their situation is, as opposed to, So, well, let's go make sure this gets taken care of, and perhaps we need to have a talk with you and your sister as well. And does Romani not have any questions about the freaking boat?
No. She's a kid. She's just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's just part of fantasy.
Yeah, well that's the thing.
She doesn't care about all the undead minions, the rocket launcher, the grenades.
No, I figured that being a kid, she would have 1,000
questions.
About that boat.
That's fair.
You would either have a bunch of
How
questions
does it
or
work?
no questions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is a,
yeah.
Yes.
Like, how'd your boat get in the?
well,
Why is your boat stuck in the grass? For
yeah,
example.
we'll role play it as you all walk back to the ranch.
Yeah.
I'm strapping on the bits of my armor from what was my arm to my new arm. I already pulled them off, but now I'm attaching them to the new arm.
What are you gonna do
Hey,
with the severed arm?
No, well, it's already in the null box.
What?
I'm
We have
pretty sure
plenty of
it's
uses for the severed arm.
That is true.
What? How'd your boat get stuck in the field?
It flies.
How does it do that?
I mean, it
is
looks to Nilo.
Like a
Well.
bird.
that is. And then Nilo's gonna say something that is genuinely probably a shock to everyone who's known her up to this point. With magic. like how else is she supposed to describe it to like a 7-year-old?
Yeah, that's
Well, I
so
mean,
cool.
technically, with
That's
magic,
that's
it's
so
not
that's so
wrong.
cool. Can I see the boat fly?
That actually might be something we were going to talk to you and your sister about. We're might be better to save that talk for when Cremia is here.
Okay. And Nilo and
Yeah.
Nilo and Romani just keep talking as you
Getting
work your way
along.
towards the ranch. When you get to the ranch, you see that
Kind of shocking myself that Nilo's apparently half decent with kids, but that's all right.
you see
Apparently
that
Skirvo is as well.
you see that Cremia is just finishing loading up a wagon with crates of milk bottles.
This is gonna be frickin' funny. Like Hannah and I were talking earlier, there's like no way we could make this any more difficult to match our current party strength because the mission itself is just like, yeah. Oh,
But yeah, you get.
wait, did he not take the blast mask?
Oh no, he did not take the blast
Yeah, he
mask.
took it. Wait, he did
Oh
not.
God, we still have that. I'm gonna put that in my inventory.
Oh yeah, you never really had a
I'm gonna put it in
discussion.
Nilo's inventory.
You never really had a discussion about the blast mask, did you?
Nope.
Oh,
No, we didn't. Not yet.
We were kind of concerned.
I kind of role played it that
amputation.
Mary was a little afraid to tell these psychos about it.
Yeah. But yeah, you. I love the way that Mary reacted to the Happy Mask salesman showing up.
Yeah. Don't make me put this on. like she straight up threatened effectively to put on an explosive vest and detonate
Hey,
it.
as long as Paymon's not here, we're good.
Yeah. Out of character, real quick. The blast mask
It
is
is
a bomb
basically-
for your face.
Yep.
Okay then.
Yeah. It's literally.
Why
It is literally an
thing?
explosive
But anyways,
vest strapped to your
but
face.
anyways, let's get back on topic. You all load up in the wagon.
Yeah.
Some of you riding up front, some of you riding in the back.
I'll
Would
probably
one
just
Nilo
one
will
of you
ride
riding
up front with Nilo will ride up front with Cremia.
Mm-hmm. And you're going down the road. You see that clearly what would be the normal path is currently barricaded. So Cremia turns down a different path. And I forget how exactly this works. Are they blockading it, or do they like come up and attack you?
They basically chase you the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
you
basically
see-
chase you, trying to stab the bottles with
Yeah.
pitchforks.
Yeah, you see two men, one lanky, one not lanky.
Well, they're both lanky.
Oh, they're both lanky. You see two lanky men on
they all
horses.
look like Ingo.
You see two lanky men on horses right up.
In fact, the Talon clone is the milk bar owner.
Yeah.
So
They look at Bradley and at Emiria and at the undead minions and at Nilo.
And they decided they don't want any
And
part of this.
they tip your hat at they tip their hat at you and ride along.
They're wearing hoods. They're like trying to be all thieves.
Well, they like salute you then and ride along.
Yeah.
They're just like, we don't want to deal with that. We can tell that they got some
Ain't-
security.
Yeah, apparently she's like, listen, it'd be one thing if she just had some brat in the back seat, but nah, there's clearly not. Clearly she hired some scary ass mercenaries from somewhere.
Yep. You hear one. Mary is the only one that hears this. Hears one of them mutter something about how Cremia hired some security this time.
Mary's just like, yeah, fuck you, Gorman Brothers. And then they go, probably Cremia goes, wait, what? She didn't know it was the Gorman Brothers.
Yeah.
like literally her neighbors are the ones that are
Yeah.
causing her so much hell.
Yeah. I forgot that they were wearing hoods. Sorry.
Yeah. So anyways, I just post that because yay, we helped her.
Mm-hmm.
And that is technically the reward you get when you do the
You know
quest
what?
and already have the mask.
100% worth it.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you
It's actually
We're
like a
shaking
whole
hands,
unique-
brother. We're shaking hands.
you ride all the way into town without event. You have a day and a half to kill in Termina. So what do you want to do?
Give
We'll do
me a
this
moment.
quick.
I need to use the restroom really bad.
All right.
So we'll do Joey
Let's
last then.
go.
Oh,
Mhm.
yes, girl.
Okay then. All right. A day and a half left. What?
There's a
Oh.
chicken. Get over here. Get over here, chicken. There we go.
So what would these rupees be valued outside of this realm?
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Like they are large gemstones.
Mm-hmm.
And the red ones are literally rubies. All the other ones are sapphires. Because that's the term for any piece of corundum that is not red is a sapphire.
All right.
Well, unless it's colorless, in which case it's just corundum.
Ah, yes. It is a hardness of 9 on the Mohs scale. Okay, so forestall other artificer things to get more gems, or actually like do the research that I'm supposed to be doing ever since we got back. Huh.
I have returned.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Emiria is
Day and a
still
half.
deciding what to do.
Yes. Alright. I think, you know what? We're just gonna get more gems.
Okay.
Trying to think out of. Let's see what's good on the final day that we.
Dear goodness, you get
currently-
another 71 rupees.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Nice,
more.
baby. Let's see. What's another good? Let's see. Pull that up again. That'd be dumb, but. Yeah, let's see here. Bit of shame we didn't get Kamaro's mask. That is actually genuinely a good one for Miria, even if all it does is give her a dance.
Mm-hmm.
It's just creepy looking.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, right. I should also shove Great Fairy Mask in the inventory as well, shouldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're also going to get some other magic items when you leave Termina. Well, before you leave Termina, but we'll worry about that in a minute.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Doubt we're getting the gilded sword. Not that any of us have a use for that, anyways. I can close that. My Sorry, I just laughed looking at the blast mask in my inventory. That is terrifying.
I don't want to go on for too much longer, so let's.
Yeah.
Yes. What is it?
Yeah, I'm genuinely struggling to think because I
Okay.
can genuinely.
Okay, so we'll just
there's
say that
stuff
through
I'd wanna
through all of your exploits in this, you get another 71 rupees total collectively.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you do. You explore, maybe you explore Termina Field a little or something. I don't know, but
Yeah. Check out that weird secret cave where Majora's Mask definitely used to be worshipped.
as you're about to as it's in the evening of the final day, you see.
Oh yeah, and definitely work towards trying to get those farm people
Oh yeah,
probably with us.
yeah.
Cremula and Romani.
They do decide to come with you.
Yeah.
Celia comes up to you and
We're
says,
gonna.
Celia comes up
There
to you
is so much
towards
work
the end
going on
here
over there.
and just
Yeah.
says, the hunters found some useful items that I think, I don't know why I put on that voice. The hunters found some useful items that you could probably make use of. She drops a crate in front of you. Inside you see a bag with 12 little devices that look like mice, and they are blue and yellow.
Oh God.
A bag of eight green beans with multicolored seeds inside.
Huh.
A
Curious
white.
to find out how those are gonna work.
They're just that's actually already a magic item. Bag of beans.
Just
Um,
just a bag of beans.
Yeah.
This man eating beans.
A white mask with a red design on the surface.
Oh, that is a good one.
A yellow hood with bunny ears. And a.
Okay, no, I got. Mary's just gonna go. Okay, no, I gotta try this thing out. She's gonna put on the bunny ears and go quick.
And a shield with a mirrored surface and a face etched into it.
Why does that one have to be so creepy? I know it's Majora's Mask and all, but like, my God, dude.
Yeah. So out of character, it's 12 bomb chews, 8 magic beans, a mask of truth, a bunny hood, and the mirror shield. And I will get you all of the details for what all of those things do after the session.
Yeah.
More details.
All right. So, curious to find out how Skirvo is intending to move the cattle.
They get loaded up in the hold.
Well, he's got a cargo
Yeah.
hold.
It's like I'm just like initially there's questions about the mechanized captain.
Yeah.
It's just like
it would be the first time you guys
you return to town as the festival is happening. And as
or what's left of it.
Yeah.
There's like no people here save for a few stubborn people. One guy who seems convinced that maybe he can solve the problem of the moon by just screaming at it until it goes away.
Yeah, the moon is hanging very low in the sky. And
the clock tower does change shape though. Yeah. I am so tempted to fuck with this right now. I have an ocarina. I could easily get up there.
This is gonna be it's 6 a.m. that it crashes. So.
Yeah.
And you see
Yeah,
you see the clock tower rotate upwards, so the clock is facing up. I think that's how it works, right?
Yes. It rotates, and the forward largest face will face upwards.
Mm-hmm.
There also appears to be a stairway opening in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently the actual proper what is it? Is it supposed to? Is it supposed to? That's supposed to be where the festival itself is supposed to take place.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But yeah, you hear the laugh again, and the salesman appears behind you. You turn to face him.
Yep. Yeah. How to? Yeah. Out of curiosity, how did the teams fare on their
Oh
dungeon
yeah,
runs?
they got a lot of stuff. You saw crates like full of stuff. Like you saw rupees, you saw bombs, you saw
Yeah.
you saw a bow and quivers of arrows.
Yeah. I was curious about
You
boss
saw
remains.
you did see the boss remains. You saw all four of them. You saw one thing that made Mary quite confused. A great sword with two blades that form a double helix pattern.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
Ticker, which when someone reached to touch it, Ticker slapped their hand away and said that it is intensely magical and they need to study it more first.
Yeah. And Mary was just like, and Mary just points at, when Mary saw that thing, she just pointed at the moon and was just like, "What? Wait." And then just kind of did that forget it motion. Like
But yes,
so are we gonna meet him on the top of the thing, or what?
No, he just appeared behind you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Oh, good. You popped up again.
A
So
quick
what
question.
do we owe the pleasures, Smiles?
Continue.
I expect you want to leave before that smashes into Clocktown.
You know,
That'd
this
be
is the
nice.
first time that I've seen a world almost die. Maybe I want it to actually happen this time.
You would be dying along with it.
You're making that sound like a bad thing.
Well, not exactly. Then you would be trapped within the cycle of Termina, and you would be forced to relive the same 3 days until the end of time.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
That's some could always it's always nice to occasionally introduce some variation, though.
Oh, yes, and this cycle has been very interesting. Thank you for that.
Mind if I make it a little more interesting before we leave?
And how would you go about doing that, do you think?
Out of character. Push him over. Take his stuff.
Yes.
That's a great way to get. That's out of character. That is a great way to die.
Yeah, no.
Hey, it's worth a try.
Is it though?
No.
It
But
is.
did you
Off
hear
table,
Did you
yes.
hear me?
No.
I was saying I was basically saying I play the oath to order.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Them giants are free. They can come. They can come out and grab the moon.
You finish playing it. The giants grab the moon.
Yeah, weird looking giants. I want to point out.
Mm-hmm.
That move back where it came from.
Weird looking
That's what
giants.
Mhm.
The salesman just looks at them. Interesting.
Yeah.
Your friends did quite well. But I think this is where we part ways now. He holds up a hand, and the entire world begins to spin around you and teeter,
Yeah.
almost like you're really, really dizzy, and your vision
Yeah.
goes dark again. And this time when it clears, you're not in the same place. You're standing on a snowy mountainside. The Duchess is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, that's peachy.
In the distance, you can see a volcano, a castle that is floating off the ground. You can see some oceans. You can see some islands high in the sky. You can see some other mountains.
Yeah. So who's all here? Is it just
the main party and Mary?
Okay. And this is the part where Mary stops being hysterically awesome.
Because she
this game didn't come out in time for her to see it. So she's just like, she's gonna just looks and just kind of looks around. Where the fuck are we?
Well, I mean, to Mary, it is recognizably Hyrule.
Yeah. But at the same time, a snowy mountain isn't always the most common sight.
Yeah, but it is
In
still
fact,
it is still recognizably Hyrule Castle and Death Mountain.
Yeah. So she's like, so she's just like, okay, so that's got to be the center of the nation. That's Death Mountain, I believe. Shit, I don't know the typography of this place.
Great. Just great. Can I form like a rudimentary topographical map just with like what we can see using my AI?
Yeah, you can. You can probably like run like a fancy scan thing to get one. You notice that this mountain has a giant hole missing in it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if this is important or not. Historically speaking, obviously geographically it's very important to us in our current position, but there's a massive hole in the mountain, right?
Yeah,
over
where are
there.
Yeah, are we like right next to? Are we next to it? Are we able to?
You're pretty far down the mountain from it.
Okay, I was just like, so can we actually see it?
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay, just turn around. Nilo's looking at that. That doesn't look natural. Mary, your guess is as good as mine.
Well, now if this weren't the world that we were currently on, or at least think we're in, or something like that, I would say probably something like a Shiva nuke. No, hold on, I guess. Havoc Mine? Yeah, Havoc Mine.
No, a nuke would just take the whole top off. That looks like it
True.
cut through whatever it was.
Mary's communicator starts going off.
Oh, good, that's still working.
Yeah, Vagar is going to just like look around and just like holds the ring on his necklace. He's just gonna try and communicate with his wife.
Oh, yeah, Vagar can get his wife as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You hear Ticker's voice. Yeah. I hope that the reason that we're no longer in Termina is because of you.
Might have. You know what? What would it be to make a suspicion about what he was for Mary?
The same check as before, a wisdom religion check.
Okay, so like a.
Actually, no, just a religion check. Actually.
Oh, okay. So. 1d20 plus 7.
Some sort of eldritch entity. You're not sure what.
Yeah. Well, might have amused something that was there, and now he's probably thought he was done with us. We're in a snowy mountain. Where are you at?
We seem to have landed in the ocean on the eastern side of what I think is the same continent.
Do you see a massive volcano and a big castle?
Yep.
So, all right, we're probably on the exact opposite end of it.
Something seems to be messing with the ship's propulsion systems. I don't think I'm going to get her airborne for a while.
Well, that's just peachy now, isn't it? Just out of curiosity, those farmers still with us?
They're still here.
Oh, good. Skirva would have had my head if I fucked that up. Well, I'm afraid, Ticker, this is where my well of information becomes a lot less immediately helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have no idea where we're at, but if I were to hazard a guess, I think we made it. What do you think?
Looks magical. Readings are picking up that we're in the material plane proper and not in one of its echoes.
That's what I thought.
Readings are also picking up a massive amount of underground area here.
That's not concerning at all.
It's almost like the Underdark. I thought that was a uniquely Faerunian thing.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many different places have a hell. Or some underground cave equivalent. Or just in Australia.
It looks like there's a
Australian Spartan just sort of shakes his head.
It looks like there's some sort of settlement near us. We'll try to figure out where it is, and we'll try to figure out directions for you, so that you can meet us there.
All right, and we are going to travel east, I suppose, or at least the closest equivalent of east. That is a fucking cliff. We'll go south, then east.
Radio back in if you encounter any interesting information that the captain may want to know, or any problems.
Always do. Take care of yourselves out there. I honestly have no idea what all we're gonna run into. If what I have knowledge of this place is to be believed, it changes about as much as the seasons.
Yeah. The transmission ends.
Well, gang, looks like you're stuck with me for a little longer. Let's find a spot to. Let's see if there's somewhere warmer.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and end the session off there. So, yeah. Alrighty. Bye.